empty your stars and run the vessels aground. Something's corrupting the tides. What you gonna do when the panic's free? Cracking the anatomy. I'll keep on having this dream inside the static. I fall outside of myself. I come apart at the seams inside the panic. I fall outside of myself. I'm not myself. I'm not somebody else. I'm not myself. I'm not somebody else. Don't think of what it's cost me. It was all for a cause, and now it's working inside. I am a perfect copy of whatever I was, something I don't recognize. Jack into the mind, I'ma make the change. Tear it out to rearrange. I keep on having this dream inside the static. I fall outside of myself. I come apart at the seams inside the panic. I fall outside of myself. I'm not myself. I'm not somebody else. I'm not myself. I'm not somebody else. It keeps on creeping over me. The more it gives, the less I am. It keeps on screaming for release. You give my voice death with my I keep on having this dream inside the static. I fall outside of myself. I come apart at the seams inside the panic. I fall outside of myself. I'm not myself. I'm not somebody
tale of a kobold queen with visions of a world made new in fire and rage. Driven by prophecy, she has filled her followers with the raging passion of her cause. Now, you step forth into her burning realm. Dark shapes move among the rising embers. Thick-skinned beasts belch gouts of fire. It's an ambush! Roll for initiative. Battle is about to commence. Epic encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
Technical time.
Yeah.
We'll just
The
hold
order
for
of
a
the
moment
hand
here.
will rule.
I don't know
It's
if
all
I'm
right.
going to be able to nail the intro again like I did the first
Yeah, that was
one.
hot. That was
That was
perfect.
beautiful.
Hear us
Beautiful.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Do your tongue twister.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, are we on? Are we
Yeah.
good? Awesome. Perfect. Hello and welcome a second time to a very special chronicle that we've put together just for GaryCon. We know this is a D&D focused channel, but don't worry. We're putting together a game that hopefully will be very beginner friendly of Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. And some of our players are actually playing for the very first time. I promise that was so much smoother the first time I got it. But before we get into the world of darkness, let's go ahead and introduce our players first. B. Dave, take it away.
Oh, hello. B. Dave Walters, I say words about things. You will see me on this same channel a little later tonight playing D&D. But for now, I am playing Runner Enoch, who is the Nosferatu, who can get anything for anybody if the price is right.
He sounds scary. For those that might be new to the game, what exactly is a Nosferatu?
So, Clan Nosferatu, of all the kindred, they actually look on the outside monstrous. All Nosferatu look terrible and no two look the same, but ostensibly they wear their monster on the outside so they can retain more of their humanity on the inside. They are usually information brokers and sneaky types because they're used to having to hide. Well, I would say I won't give you too much of my background, but who knows how much of it we're going to get into. I will just say he's been specializing in smuggling and acquiring things for about 150 years.
He's old, what the kids would refer to as a boomer. Speaking of
hello, fellow young
kids.
kindred. Yeah.
Guys, speaking of kids, we have to meet this mustachioed, young looking individual who looks debonair as all fudge. Josephine, who are you and who are you playing?
Oh gosh, I'm Josephine McAdam. It feels very odd introducing myself like this. Actor, gamer. You can follow me at JCVIM. More info there. But today, I am Jacques Legrand. And I cannot wait to make your dreams come true.
I'm interested in finding out what the Legrand is referring to exactly.
Girl, same.
Oh, Jasmine. Just you wait. And I'm playing a Ventru.
Fantastic. David, who are you and who are you playing?
Hey, excuse me. I just couldn't follow Josephine. So I'm David Nett. I'm an actor and a writer and a software designer and basically a nerd for a living in various ways. Today, I'm playing Jack Marsden, who's an ER doc, an undead ER doc, perpetually a little bit disappointed with everyone around him. And he's a caitiff. He's clanless. So when he was embraced, his father's clan or his sire's clan did not take. And so he's not beholden to anyone, but he's also often, the caitiff are sort of on the fringes of vampire society, a little bit shunned. He's tolerated more because he is an ER doc and sometimes cleans up the messes that are left behind by his fellow vampires, and therefore he's more tolerated and sometimes even embraced.
Fantastic. Michael, who are you and who are you playing?
Yeah, I'm Michael Sinclair II. I am a professional TTRPG performer, a comp sci major, and a Navy veteran. Today I'm playing Maxwell Rose. I'm a former Army veteran, and I'm part of the Bruja clan. I do security, I do some side deals, the black market. You know, what you need, I got you, and I can protect you from who wants to get you.
Ooh.
Fantastic. And last but certainly least, I guess, because I just flubbed that entire line.
We know what's in your
Again.
heart now, Jasmine.
Stashwick.
Again, Stashwick, am I right? Again, always with this guy.
Todd knows I love him. Look at
Bye, Ted.
I love the strategic showing off of the nerdy tattoos on your way out there. It was not lost on me. I saw the flex.
Hi, my name is Todd Stashwick. I'm a writer and an actor. I professionally nerd now and again. So I'm playing Crybaby, who's his. All right, if you need to know, he'll tell you. He doesn't want to, but he will. He's a Malkavian, so he's a little off balance, but he has really made a splash in the art scene. He's like a Banksy or like a Shepard Fairey. He does propaganda art, and he's a vegan except for when he's eating people. He does what he does when he wants to do it. Don't try and stop him. He likes his mates. He doesn't like not his mates. And he's in it for the kicks, yeah?
He's in here for a good time and a long time.
Why not both?
Exactly. You don't have to choose when you're a kindred. And with that, we descend upon Seattle because it's good to write what you know. So night stirs in Seattle. And where do we find Jack Marsden?
Jax would normally have a shift tonight. However, he's just finished 5 straight days of all-night shifts, so tonight would be his night off. He would be meeting with a couple of contacts, probably mostly reading and watching television and unwinding, trying to let go of some of his anger at both the idiocy of the humans around him and the messy idiocy of his fellow kindred. So, that's so he wakes in his apartment, ready to try to drain away his anger at the world.
But first we have to see if he needs to drain away something else. Let's get a rouse
Yes,
check.
we do.
For a rouse check, basically, what we do is we roll 1 hunger die. On a success, nothing happens. On a failure, get hungrier, which is the unfortunate side effect of being undead. Rousing your blood and getting out of bed takes some effort every night.
So that's an 8 for me. So that's a successful rouse check.
Perfect. So you don't get hungry.
I don't.
Yeah. You feel your phone vibrate several times
Sure.
in your pocket.
All right. Take a look.
It's Rowan.
Oh, for fudge's sake.
He's looped you in on a group text in a feverish frenzy, firing off one text after another. And at the same time, across the city, Crybaby, your phone goes off. What is your haven like?
Well, at this moment, I'm hanging upside down off the side of a building, with a carabiner because I'm painting a robot rabbit on the side of a building and it's in shackles. And then my phone goes off. And so I Peter Parker that and I look at it.
It's a series of frenzied texts from Rowan with a bunch of other numbers rudely thrown in that you don't recognize.
Just in the clear like that.
No.
You actually recognize one of the contacts.
Oh.
You notice Jack's name
Uh,
in your contact list.
Mutual.
Yeah, that guy's an arrogant cuss.
As you ponder this, go ahead and give me a rouse check to see whether or not you want to get a bite before you. A 2.
Yeah.
Do you get a little hungry or
I'm
get
a
a
little
little
hungry.
peckish?
I'm a little peckish.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As you debate whether or not you want to get a little snack before you head over to the address on the text, we come over to our Army veteran. Where do you make your haven?
Probably at like a USO/vet center. I'm running the supplies there. They could get the little snacks. The little Cheez-Its. The honey buns and stuff. I get that stuff. And I'm sleeping in one of the temporary quarters. People kind of rested.
Yeah, you feel like a nudge on your arm. You're Maxwell, your phone's going off.
Oh, my bad. You keep sleeping. Don't worry about it. Look the other way. I got this.
You get out of bed. Go ahead and give me a rouse check. You'll just roll 1 d10.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
A 9.
Perfect. You don't get hungrier, so you won't need any snacks for yourself before you make your way over to the address in question. Jacques, what are you in the middle of when your phone starts going off feverishly?
Well, I am likely in a penthouse suite that I've rented only for the evening. You see, I do not like to be tied down, so I don't have a permanent haven, so to speak. I imagine I am being, perhaps there is like a beautiful champagne flute that someone is pouring some fresh blood into my mouth for me. Someone else giving me maybe a little foot massage. It's all entourage. They're all trying to get somewhere in life, and I will get them there, perhaps, if they prove themselves worthy, so to speak.
Your personal assistant who checks your text messages for you looks over at you and says, sir, there's a Rowan that's sending, quite frankly, quite a few messages. Should I respond?
Yeah,
Or...
give it here. Let
We
me
don't have anything down on your planner, but...
Oh, merde, mais c'est quoi ça? Bon, okay. Get me my finest suit, please, and I will go see what the hell is going on with Rowan.
Right away, sir. One of them whisks away to fetch you your freshest suit. Meanwhile, the camera pans over to Enoch. Enoch, where do you make your haven?
I'm just in Seattle for a little while, so I'm down under the streets with my cousins, or at least I assume so. We can't really see each other.
As you wake up for the night, go ahead and give me a rouse check to see if you're feeling a little peaky and peckish. You don't
So
have
far,
champagne flutes of blood.
I mean, I might. I don't know. But I've been so far holding it together.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get on the screen the text that Enoch sees so we can find. Yeah,
Can
but
play
you
Centipede,
almost
Also,
read
that
the
cost you
text.
like $7.
Yeah, it still works though. I mean, what's the problem?
No, I mean each text is costing that much.
Yeah. Sorry, please go on.
The hastily written message from someone you know in passing, Rowan, saying that they're in a spot of trouble and they need you to come to an address in the Roosevelt neighborhood of Seattle.
I just reply with a bank account number and a routing number. And nothing else.
All of you get this message because it is a group text.
Mhm.
Yeah. And as well as like the last message that comes through is like, come on, don't leave me on red, with like a crying emoji. And then you send through your bank account information. Immediately all of your phones go off again as Rowan texts back and says, you know I'm good for it.
I'm gonna text. I'm grabbing my bag. I'll be there. The usual fee. And I'm gonna head out. Grab on. Throw on jeans and a grubby sweatshirt, and I'm gonna head over to the hospital. I grab my like an '80s nylon duffel bag that I use to carry my my kit. I've got my stethoscope and regular first aid kit and stuff in there right now. Some moxies and things like that. A suture kit. I want to run by the hospital and grab a couple of extra things, some adrenaline, and just in case if I'm called to somebody's house, something bad has gone on, and if there's a human that I can save, that would be great. And if there's a masquerade I can protect, that'd be great too.
Yes. Rowan has botched feedings before. So usually when you've come to his aid, it's been to dispense medical aid. You make your way across.
It's the only reason other vampires ever reach out to me.
You make your way across this is the very sleepy Seattle. It's not quite the weekend yet, and so therefore the nightlife here is pretty dead. In general, Seattle's nightlife is not that of LA's. It's a very quiet city. You come to a very residential neighborhood. There's brick houses, and as you like turn one of the blocks, and are you going in an Uber or a ride share?
I don't have a car, so Uber for me, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Lyft, slightly less evil than Uber, so Lyft, please.
You show up in your 1998 Camry in the back seat, and you pull up alongside I'm assuming like a stretch limo, Jacques.
Oui, bien sûr.
Yeah. You're in front of the gates to a long drive that kind of goes in a semicircle, leading up to a gigantic old mansion. It's only one floor, but there's beautiful gardens on the left and the right. And as you walk up the drive, you see 3 other kindred there. I have to ask, Enoch, would you be clothed or invisible or alter your appearance in some way?
So I would approach invisibly or obfuscated, more accurately. But if anyone can see me, I could be anybody. It's just a guy, completely nondescript. Like you look at me and you're like, it's a dude. What do he look like? I don't know. He had hair. Oh, okay. Like just it's hard to ever remember what I look like.
Yeah, you see. Actually, let's give visual descriptions of everyone now that we're here. So, Jack, when you step out of the car, what do you look? I know you look tired, as most ER docs do.
So
but
I mean, that haggard ER doc look. He was embraced at the end of a long series of shifts, and so for eternity, he looks like he's been awake for 7 nights straight. Scruffy face, just sort of a generic looking dude, brown hair, tall, about 6 feet, wearing a scruffy sweatshirt and jeans, just and carrying that nylon duffel bag. He's got small glasses and just a perpetually exhausted look on his face.
Crybaby, you recognize him, but what do we see from Jack's POV?
Well, since I stole a Vespa from a geezer and I'm wearing his helmet, but his melon was way big, so it's sort of flopping on my head. I get off the bike, throw it down. My head is as smooth as the helmet was, shaved clean. I've got a big bushy beard. I'm sort of like an emaciated Jason Statham, without all the muscles. And a leather jacket, a Smith's t-shirt, Meat is Murder. Beyond that, there's various pins and ratty jeans and paint. I've got like spray paint on my hands and my face and a few scars and just devastatingly blue eyes.
Do you greet Jack with Joel?
I do that. I do that. I do that when I see him.
I give him just a little crybaby.
That guy. Great.
To your left, the door of the limo opens. What vision are they met with?
Oh, well, Jacques is always lithe and dexterous as he steps out. Is just annoyingly manicured from head to toe. Perfect. Everything has been everything is pressed, ironed, sleek. There are no creases, no wrinkles, and anything is immaculate. And he carries himself in such a way that makes you think he thinks he is better than anyone he could possibly meet tonight. So he exits, looks at the others and he says, Bonjour, monsieur.
I extend my hand. Jack,
And
I
I
assume
place
you're here.
mine to be kissed.
I shake it tentatively and pass it back to him.
Crybaby actually speaks fluent French, so he greets Jacques in fluent French.
And Jack rolls his eyes.
Oh, I'm very
A lot.
impressed. Yeah, I like a little party as well. This will be fun. Yes.
And how does Maxwell
Yeah.
get to the venue?
He comes in that that DAV Prius. I'm out and about trying to see other veterans and stuff, so I gotta let them know. I click it, beep beep, come out with my sea bag, and I got my car hot on. The flannel is Seattle, and I got my fresh timbers.
Yeah.
They're waterproof. I waterproofed it for like 2 hours before I came over, so I'm good to go.
You get it. It is gently raining, by the way. Nothing so much that you would need to pull out an umbrella, but
well, I would
just a little bit.
Still.
I'm clean shaven. I got a high and tight. Obviously, I never shook out of that, so
And the person that you initially thought was maybe Jacques' chauffeur is actually, in fact, Enoch. Does Enoch introduce himself to the group? He's like, it seemed like a background character melded into the,
I just like look at all of them for a second and I just say, I guess you guys were the other numbers on the text message then.
I also reach out to shake hands with both Max and with Enoch. Introduce myself as Jack.
I will say I walk very closely to Jacques, fully expecting him to be a Toreador, and I drop the Mask of 1,000 Faces so he can see me just because I expect him to freak out. I'm jet black. You think he was emaciated. I have 0% body fat. Like it's like a skull, but just like striated muscle over it. And everywhere, honestly, and everywhere there's veins, there's white lines. So where veins would be red on a human being, they're white on me. And I just look and say, bonsoir.
Crybaby just goes, Jesus.
I always have need of more Nosferatu. I've got much work for you if you want it.
Oh, you're speaking my language.
And I give like a very overly dramatic bow in front of him. I'm like,
Buzz, what's up with this place? I've never been here before.
I'm going to text Rowan on the group thread with everybody else and say, a bunch of us are here. Should we come in? Are the cops coming? What's the deal?
You get a text message back that says, well, I'll be right there. Whoops, I'm a little late, with like a tongue sticking out emoji though.
Rowan, he's got us set up outside this like dotty little home, and we're supposed to wait. We're like, what is this neighborhood we are in anyway?
Actually, let's see. Oh, okay. Who among you do you think would be most familiar with the area?
We're in a nice part of town. Jack can't afford this. Plus, he's actually only been in Seattle for a few years, so this isn't his area.
I think I might.
Wits and Maxwell and Jack, give me a. Let's see for For Jack, it's going to be wits and awareness. And for Maxwell, let's roll with wits and streetwise.
I will say, the moment he starts talking business, I put my Mask of 1,000 Faces back up, so I just go back to being anybody.
That's 3 successes for me.
Okay. So Michael, you're going to want to put together, let's see, Maxwell has 3 dots in wits and 1 in streetwise, so you'll be rolling a total of 4 dice. You're going to want to make sure one of those is that red hunger die, so it should be a different color, or otherwise just keep track.
Got it. Okay, so I rolled a 2, a 8, and a 2, and then the hunger die is a 7. So
Okay, perfect.
12
So that's
on one and 7 on the other.
12. So you got 2 successes. Everything over a 6 is a success.
Got it.
Yeah, pretty simple. Yeah, no, you got it. So okay, so you had 2 successes. I'm sorry, David, I forgot your roll.
I had 3 successes, and
You had
my
3
hunger dice failed, but not critically.
So between the 2 of you, you're aware that this is a neighborhood that's somewhat close to the northern part of Seattle, mostly occupied by elderly people. There's not a lot of these bigger houses and older brick houses in Seattle anymore. Most of them have been kind of paved away to give way to newer housing facilities and apartments and things like that. So this is kind of what you would call old money. A lot of retirement homes, very, very quiet neighborhood.
Gotcha. I let Jacques know that we're in old people town.
Ugh.
So if we're gonna lay low,
Here.
we should probably keep the noise to the minimum. These are the kind of people that'll call the cops if somebody's loud outside. So just let everybody be cool. And I look at Crybaby very intently. Be cool.
Duly noted. Like,
As he says this, you
like
hear
a cucumber.
you hear the rap of wingtip shoes coming down the massive steps towards you. You see Rowan, who has a shock of pinkish reddish hair that has that kind of almost anime volume to it. He's wearing a sequin blazer with a very tightly fitted shirt underneath and a very elaborate tie. It's black with gold paisley on it, and very tightly tailored maroon pants.
I want to watch him as he comes. How much blood do I see on him?
That's a choice.
None.
Oh, none? That's a nice change.
None. He looks completely clean.
I actually, in fact, I
He's
say,
like, hey,
sorry.
hey, how's it going? You guys are here. Awesome.
I say,
That's a lot of awesomes.
no blood on your clothes. That's a change. What's going on?
You guys should come inside. Right? Yeah. Hey, Maxwell. It's been a minute. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Crybaby, you owe me big time. So you kind of got to help
I'm
me with
here.
this one. And
Yeah.
Enoch, I'll cut you a check. Do you still take check? I don't know. What's that? You won't be able to deposit it with that phone of yours. Shock. Hey.
I'll work it out.
Hi. Come inside. He smiles, and you just see he has very large shredder fangs. There's like 2 of them on each side, and his Final Fantasy-esque appearance suddenly looks a lot more gruesome as he does so.
Do I clock his double fangs? Because if so, I just slowly nod when I see them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do notice a whiff of it. Yeah.
Right.
You look good.
He
You look good,
ushers you
Rowan.
inside the big house. Oh, thank you. You always look good, right? I mean, I would know better than most.
Yes, you are
anyways,
correct.
I'm so glad you all could make it here. We don't have a lot of time. See, he closes the door behind you, and you find yourselves in a massive atrium with closets on either side. And he's like, follow me. And he leads you to an office down the hall and on the left. And he closes the door. And he says, okay, so Here's the score. I kind of might have killed my sire. And Maddox, Lady Maddox, and she does this thing where my timing wasn't great because she actually has a bunch of people coming over, like a lot, because she does this thing every year called the butterfly ball. So there's like 30 to 40 kindred on their way here now, and I didn't, for the record, I didn't mean to kill her. And there was no way I could know that that I was even capable of it, you know? But I gotta get out of town. And also, this party has to go off without a hitch, because if it doesn't, the prince is totally gonna cut my head off, probably.
The price just went up.
Well, I mean, I have all her access to all of her money, and she doesn't need to sign off on it. So, um,
Well,
I'm sure you have questions.
yes. Look, I owe you big time for, we don't need to talk about the details of why, but it's, this happens. It happens. People are coming
The
here.
Montreal score. 30 dead hookers. Still don't know how you
Okay,
managed it, but I mean, we got out of that, so we could probably get out of.
No, there's no detail. It's okay. Yes, all in the past. All in the past. It's fine.
Right.
Shit happens. You so is she the host of this this party that everyone is coming to?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
all
mean,
right.
like, she hosts these massive parties half the time. She doesn't even meet half the people there. You start hearing like cars coming down the drive.
Hey, where's she at right now?
Hey,
Where's
hey.
she? Where's she? Where's where'd you put her?
I'll show you. He leads you to
Matchstick
an
Man.
adjoining room.
Matchstick Man.
Yeah.
And I'm addressing Enoch. Matchstick Man. Can you
Wait. Excuse me. Is
Did you-
someone called Crybaby casting aspersions?
Oh no, I just don't really know your name, but I'm just like, I saw you for a split second. You look like a matchstick man. But what I want to know is, you seem to be able to turn yourself into looking like other things. Could
Right.
you maybe kind of zimzam yourself to look like this lady while we like soft shoe and figure everything out?
No.
Fair enough.
All right.
I'm
I'm gonna start closing curtains. I'm gonna go around and start closing these curtains. Where's the body? Where did you put it, Rowan?
Yeah.
I mean, she must be a pile of
Well-
ashes by now.
Yeah, she's disappeared, and
Okay.
as you do, she's dust. There is a pile of dust in there. Should I vacuum clean it? Should I not? Is that look?
Yes.
But
Yeah, I'll take care of that. Are there servants? Has somebody made some dinner? Are there appetizers?
Right.
What's were there plans at all before you murdered her?
yeah. I mean, murders are really strong. We're there, Jack.
It's cool. It's murder.
mean-
It's cool. It's murder. People
It
get
is.
murdered all the time.
I mean,
Excuse-
mhm.
An
Pardon me.
accidental death. Yes, fine.
Excuse me. There's one important question that needs answering if 30 to 40 kindred are on the way.
Mhm.
Did you kill her? Or did you eradicate her?
I killed her.
So you didn't take everything.
I mean, I'm not.
I walk forward and I put my hand on his chest. I don't push him, but I put my hand on his chest and I'm like,
People can see. They can look at you and know. Do not lie. Did you take everything?
Give me a charisma and let's see, persuasion roll.
I'm gonna go ahead and boost the old charisma. All right, I passed that because I'm all right. Okay.
And do something meanwhile after this.
Yes, of course.
That is 5 with a crit.
5 with a crit. Okay. So
Yeah.
you notice, like, immediately his demeanor kind of soften and change. And he's like, I ate her. I did. You're right. And now you actually also notice, like, he never wears these like sort of tight fitting mock necks, but you now notice there are sort of blackish veins creeping up towards the edges of his face. And he's like,
I'd like
but that was never you don't know what it was like. She's so
Hey,
just
hey, 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 shh,
diabolical and
hey, shh,
and
shh, shh. I don't give a shit, buddy.
and I do just sort of like fix his tie, and I'm like,
But understand, you cannot hide it. Some people will know the moment they lay eyes on you. So you need to be prepared with a better story than I didn't mean to diablerize my sire. Okay?
not the D word. Please.
Hey,
not-
you made it like
not-
what? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I offending you? You're the one with a pile of ashes in the next room.
Okay. And at this point, his eyes kind of wander over and fall on Jack. But before he does, what were you gonna do, Jacques? That's gonna be my difference.
I was going to call in like a quick transport helicopter, something to get Rowan out of here, and also order sounds horrible, but it's Jack, so order in some performers of some kind, like some showgirls, like feathers, lots of feathers, rhinestones, aerial acts, to come.
Maybe a
put
little
on a
fan
show.
dance.
Oh, definitely a fan dance, baby. Yes. So
All
that's
right.
what I'm doing.
Give-
meanwhile. I'll step away to give a call.
As you do that, give me an intelligence and streetwise roll. See if you can pull on some connections to make that happen. In the meantime, he looks appealingly. Rowan looks appealingly into your eyes, Jack, and he's like, "You know how she was, and here's the thing, Jack. I'm in love, and she was so possessive and weird." And she started saying, she called her a harlot. Can you believe that? A harlot. That's like a 17th century insult. And I was a little peckish, and things just went way. And at first I just started hitting her, and then I just started, and it was, and she's just such a, she
Rowan.
just always had me under her thumb. She would just never let me have any.
Rowan.
I feel terrible. I feel terrible.
Hey, first, don't feel terrible that that your sire is gone. You know how I feel about one less ancient vampire in the world is always a better thing as far as I'm concerned. However, the diablerie is a ridiculous thing for you to do. You know well better. And you put us all in this situation. If you're going to feel bad about anything, feel bad about this here.
I agree with him.
So point me to where her remains are so I can get rid of them.
Yeah.
Remember that time
That you didn't pay me when I took care of your mess the last time. Yes, I remember that very clearly.
Well, what about
the hospital
all the
yelled at
times
me
I've
for like an
taken
hour.
care of crybabies' messes, huh?
No,
There's
I'm
so many
forever in your
times.
debt.
Pulled so many strings for this guy.
No bad times. Only good stories. We're all going to laugh about this at the end of the night, eh?
Rowan, you're about right up here. We need you a bit down. If you this high up
Oh,
here,
I'm all pumped
everybody's
up on
gonna know.
ancient blood. I feel like I could rip a bear in half.
I reach into my jacket and I pull out a few reds and a couple blues, and I pop the cap back on. I'm like, Rowan, here, take this. Is there any champagne around here?
I want to grab Crybaby's arm and open the hand and look at what he's given him. Is it an appropriate calm down hit?
Oh, I don't know. It'll do something.
That's not going to do anything.
It'll take him from this place to another place.
Yeah, you kind of got to filter that through something. You know what I mean?
I
You
can grab a servant or something. There's a go-go thing here that has to.
Speaking of servants, Jacques, this freaking butler guy keeps like calling me and being like, "Oh, where's the good lady then?" She got with me. And he's never liked me. He's never liked me. And if you think he's not gonna take this chance to get he Mark my words.
I mean, do you want me to kill him?
Haunting my footsteps.
Give him
What
these
if you-
first. Give him these first.
Yeah,
That's true. We
he's
could
the one that should
literally
take
kill
that
two
handful of
birds.
stuff.
Like actually, this, like put it in that guy, get rid of that guy, give it to you, and then you can relax.
We
Yeah.
will take care of this. Yeah, we will take
Okay.
care
Okay.
of this.
Oh
But
man,
we
All right,
you guys
need
are
to get
like
out of here.
my best
To-
friends. You're like the
Excuse
homies.
me.
I just love
We-
all of you.
Need some clarification here. So what you're asking us to do is make sure the party goes out with off a hitch, so you can leave afterwards, or are you trying to go and leave us here?
Oh, you should
Well,
not
I
be
mean,
here.
I would like to hopefully be gone sometime.
Because-
Well, there'll be a certain level of, hey, who are you people standing here? Where's Rowan?
I mean, we could dress you up so you look like you fit in. I mean, that's Enoch's whole
Yes.
bag. That's why Enoch's here, you know. Master
I
of
offered
disguise.
to make him
And-
look
and-
look like the crazy lady.
Jacques gives just credibility, right? And
I'm going to add to my text message to assistant to get some clothes here, stats, get all
Yeah.
what we need. I was going to ask, can I add contacts or resources to the role, or I forget?
oh
how that
yes,
works.
definitely.
Which one? How does it-
Yeah.
But-
So let's see. You do have we'll go with resources for this one. So just go ahead
Okay.
and add 2 die to your pool.
I think it's 3 on resources. Yeah.
Oh, I have it at 2,
Oh.
but it's whatever you've got on your
Yeah.
sheet.
Okay. 5 successes. Then total for that.
You get on the phone.
fandangling.
With one of your assistants, and he's like, "Understood, sir. Yes. Just a moment." You hear him like click-clacking away on a keyboard, and his voice chimes in again. He's like, "I've sent over your personal stylist. Do you need any different sizes than usual?"
Yes. Sizes. Do you guys have your measurements at the ready?
If it's like Target, it's like large.
Yeah.
Nice clothes are usually extra large.
Some that looks good with these Tims. I ain't taking these off. Okay.
Are those weatherproof? That looks like wow.
Yeah.
Just
No, believe me, I go places that I recognize the value of
I'll
waterproof
get you a pair.
footwear.
No, guy. I'll get you a pair. I'll get you a pair.
I have waterproof, like maroon Tims, and I feel like as a Seattleite, I'm being read to filth right now. They're practical
Maybe I want mine to
shoes.
be maroon. Maybe I want mine to be maroon too. Just saying.
My decade-old sopping wet chucks are very not appropriate for the dinner party.
Okay, we need a variety. Just bring a trunk. A large amount of choices. Okay. I don't have time to specify.
Mhm.
I'm getting on Telegram, and I'm contacting my boys and folks to come over to provide additional security. I'm like, hey, yo, we need some security up in this bougie place. Be careful of those old people. Don't alert people. Don't get the cops calling you. Just come on over. And I sent that text over.
And
I want to look him right in the eyes and once again say, where is she, so I can clean that up.
Yes.
Follow me. And this is actually where I'd love to pull up the map of the mansion. He hands it to you on like a small card that he's like where he sketched it out quickly. And the room where the deed happened is a rather large office down the hall. If we could just pull up the map so the audience can see it real quick.
Nail
There.
the door shut and burn the place. You know that, right? Like that is an option.
I am seriously considering that, Enoch. Thank you. I'm glad
There
you're
it
here.
is.
Hey,
Yeah,
Doc,
so you can
it's-
see that there's like a large circular drive going up. There's a very large atrium. There's a ballroom on the right, the dining room on the left. In the back, there's a kitchen. He kind of like breaks this all down to you, as well as almost like a cellar/servant's entrance towards the back. There's also a hedge maze around the back of the house, a greenhouse with a path leading out to it, and a balcony, or not really a balcony, but an outdoor eating area attached to the dining room. The office he leads you to is the very long sort of, I guess like rectangular office that's down the hall and to the right. He leads you in there, deftly trying to avoid the butler at every turn, and kind of like rubs his hands nervously as you look around this well-appointed office. There's wood paneling lining the entire room. A very large globe sits at the center of it, and is kind of recessed and has this brass sort of fixed, I guess, like setting structure. Um, there are books that look like they have never been read, but they are all leather bound. And you see a very, like almost comically large oak desk at the far end. Um, you surmise that there is a window behind the brocade curtains, but obviously they are drawn.
Sure.
And almost in like a very spread eagle fashion, you see like the shape of a human in the dust. Upon seeing it, you just see regret well up into Rowan's face again. He's like, "Ah, this is
I give him a little shove. No time for this. I'm gonna
Right,
use my
right.
celerity and zoom back. You zoom across to the kitchen and grab a broom or a dustbin or whatever I can find and zoom back.
Out of my sea bag, I'm gonna grab a baking soda. I'm like, here, spread this on there, cover the scent, and then the greenhouse is back. We mix it in with vermiculite, and stuff that in like, in the pottery, in the plants and stuff. They'll never know.
And actually, this is a very good point because as you come in, you would notice that there is a slight like burnt toast smell. There is like almost like a mixture of old lady powder, that very heavily rose scented powder, intermingled with the smell like someone has burnt some toast.
There's candles all over the house. Yeah, I mean, there's an old lady.
Yes.
Are there candles everywhere? Yeah, just
Candles and
we'll light some candles. Light some candles.
Some incense, perhaps.
I'm gonna start cleaning up everything I can into the dustbin. Getting it all cleaned up as fast as possible. All zoomy with my celerity.
Yeah.
I'm worried, Crybaby. Do you think that maybe there is something you could do about this butler problem?
Done. Point me towards him. Take care of it.
Gently.
You sure you want him doing it or me? Or we could both do it. I
think both
I
of
am
you are.
starving.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make sure you don't. It's not a whole thing, a whole effect.
Excuse me, if I could just insert something. I get needing to tie up that loose end, but maybe ahead of a prissy dinner party, we don't want to get rid of the person that is going to coordinate said dinner party.
You talk like I've never thrown a party before.
Clearly, you haven't thrown this kind of party before.
You don't know that. You don't know the circles I've been in.
Yeah, you ever seen rich people? The rich people love people like this guy. Like they
Rowan.
We're going to throw a party like they've never seen.
Rowan, give me that check right now.
You see him like go over to the desk. He opens it, and as he does, like this almost like dried husk of a forearm breaks, and he's like, "Oh God, no!" And he like opens it, reaches inside, and pulls out a checkbook. He writes it. The rest of you can't recall the last time you saw a checkbook. This one even they've even paid for the graphic on the back. It's a beach scene.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Tasteful.
Gold inlay, yeah, huh? Right.
Checks are already signed all the way to the end. He rips the top one off and hands it to you.
I read it and I'm just like, fine. And then I fold it away and I'm like, Jacques called you an airlift. Worst case, I'll get you out through the sewers.
Sewers?
How soon before all these people will be coming into the place?
Why don't you?
What's our timetable?
You actually hear, as you ask this question, dong, ding, ding, dong.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
And the clack of feet. Jacques, your phone rings.
Oui.
Hello, sir. I've managed to arrange the helicopter that you asked. However, the local authority has told us we can't land in that neighborhood as it's during quiet hours. We'll have to land about, 3 miles away from you.
Merde. Let me make one other call. Can I call the police department?
Yeah, you can.
You do what now?
Adventure with
this would be
Venture is always
more-
fun.
This would be more of an issue for the sort of like, what is it called? The air control authority.
The FAA.
Okay, yes, whoever it would be to let this slide. That's who I want to call.
Perfect.
Or you know what? I will call my assistant and I will say, spend however much money it takes in order to get that helicopter here. I don't care, okay?
While he's talking about
understood.
spending how much money it takes, I'm going to just kind of like finger one of the holes in my sweatshirt.
You're fingering what?
My ratty sweatshirt.
Yes, the clothing. Yeah.
I have a question. How quick can we move?
Pretty quick. You can move at supernatural speed.
Right. So, like, if I wanted
some
to
of you
turn
can.
the front foyer into like an art installation, and we just start making this whole thing look like, just start going sideways. Like when they
Yeah.
walk in, it's going to immediately take them to another place so that we can begin the obfuscation process from the get-go.
I love this.
I'm grabbing the bin the Sai was put in. I'm making Saya pottery mix in the back and just trying to make that go away
Nice.
real quick.
So Jacques got
Fire
like
Potter
Moulin
mix.
Rouge showing up, right?
Oui.
Right. So we're gonna throw a
Yes.
So
that would
that's my
probably be
plan.
the best
Okay,
way
okay,
for
but-
me to leave unnoticed. If you threw a rager, that would be. Wish I could stay.
But the butler, you make an excellent point, Enoch. Perhaps snacking after all of this is said and done. I think I can speak to this servant. I'll take care of that.
Enoch.
So Jacques is going to talk to the servants? Okay.
I believe so, yeah.
I definitely go and I like pick up the nearest like white satin towel and kind of drape it over my arm like I'm a servant, and my garb kind of like shifts non-specifically into like a butler's outfit. Maybe you're like, I mean, that guy looks like he serves food or something. And I just say,
Rowan, does this place have like a basement or a cellar or something?
Nothing subterranean. No, foundation's too old.
Okay. Let me at least get you out to the corner. There's a manhole cover. It's the one I came up out of. I can at least get you on your way.
The sewer. I
just look at him and my eyes turn red and I say,
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that beneath you somehow? I thought you wanted to survive tonight.
I have that just, if my shoes get wet, it's just going to be.
You should have
Oh.
prepared. This man prepared. He knew to bring waterproof shoes.
Oh, but those are as fetching as they are on you, sir. I'm not sure I could pull them off.
I take off my soggy 10-year-old Chucks and
There you
I hold
go.
them out to him.
There you go. That's got me through a lot.
Trade.
That brand right there, that's got me through lots of fights. So I mean, you put that on, you good to go.
They've lasted
Sewers,
for a reason.
survival, party, dead. You understand that? You might
Is Rowan roughly my size, like 6 feet-ish?
Yes.
I start taking my sweatshirt off because I say we're gonna trade. And
Rowan. Oh, whoa. This is not the end of the world. What are you putting this poor
It
man
is the end
through?
of this. It might be the end of this person's world. We gotta do this.
Do you know what the prince will do if he finds out? Do you know what the penalty is for what you've done?
I know.
And now that we all
I
know-
don't know. The clothes make the man. I don't even know
This
who
is
I am
extreme.
anymore. This is the worst day of my life. Enoch,
You know.
give me a wits and streetwise roll.
okay,
Or it
I'm
could be
more-
wits and occult.
I'm more better at streetwise.
Okay, let's go with streetwise
Okay.
then.
3 successes.
With 3 successes, you would have heard on the street that Rowan is a toreador.
Oh, I know. I've clocked it.
we know.
Mhm.
We all know.
Yep, I've
And for
clocked
our
it.
audience, that means Toreador, being obsessed with beauty and vanity, actually mechanically in the game as well as roleplay wise, cannot abide things that they find to be distasteful.
Which this seems like a golden opportunity to drop my mask of 1,000 faces and be right in his, all skeletal and gross.
Oh, yes.
Stick man!
Yeah. Come on,
He
Rowan.
recoils in
Whoa.
disgust and is like, "Oh, okay, fine. Put the face away. Put the face. Well, I'll do it."
And then
Yeah,
mask of 1,000 faces back up.
This punishment or their punishment. This is the choice.
Good on the
Are
round.
we?
God,
Is Rowan?
how old are these? Oh my God, there's oh.
Yep, that's blood.
It
Yep,
says bubble gum on the soul.
It's hard to know how old they
Bubblegum.
are when you shop at the Goodwill.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where I go.
the Goodwill. The name is so ironic, because there's just no good comes from there. He takes like the hoodie from you and like removes his immaculate silk lined sequin jacket.
Oh,
And it's
no.
like
Nice. I take that.
trembling hands.
We're solving
the
both
shoe
our problems
fits.
here, Rowan.
The shoe fits,
Literally.
If it ain't good, you ain't good right now, you put that shoe on.
Hey, think about it this way. Now you're not gonna get sewer gunk on your wonderful suit.
Mhm.
I will take
Well,
good
here
care of
my-
it, I promise.
Wonderful shoes, and he hands you
I
like
take
these
them. Yep.
these patent leather wingtip shoes that have gold on the tip of them.
Lovely.
There you are. And then he like
right.
without any like reservation, like removes his trousers, and you see he's wearing these like very gaudy silk briefs that have like muscle men and tigers on them.
Amazing. I
And
shed my
his
jeans
maroon
too.
pants.
We trade the pants. I say you can keep the boxers. They are a delight. And I just take his pants.
At this point, actually, I'm gonna have him roll.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This last bit is too much. He's rolling for provocation.
I love that we can make him frenzy with ugliness.
Oh no!
I also love that what we're describing that sends him off is what I'm wearing right now as a human being in this moment. out of. So perfect.
I mean,
As
he is a
you, like,
Toreador.
hand him the jeans, you see like his eyes go from being bloodshot to almost just like pure red. The fangs come out, his brow furrows, and he like gets in your face, Jack. He's just like, I will do no such thing.
I snatched his purple pants from him and give him a little shove. And I say, chill out, Rowan, chill out. Is he gonna
He's gonna take a
attack
swing
me?
at you.
I figured.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Crybaby's just off in the
I-
corner, just shaking a can.
Right
watching
when
it.
the punch is thrown, it's like, oh, that's that sigh in him right now, acting up.
You do see
Yeah.
like the black veins on the side of his face kind of bulge a bit.
And
He's going to be spending
Jasmine,
willpower. Yes.
of course he is. I'm rolling dexterity to avoid plus my celerity. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, so if you activate your celerity, are you using your rapid reflexes? Because that would allow you to actually move before him.
I just want to use my regular fleetness, which lets me use my celerity just as a matter of course to dodge
Oh,
things.
right. I got you.
I'm not trying to roll arouse and like get around him yet. I just want to get out of the way of his fist and hope that one of my more, let's say, physical comrades is going to step in here.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead. Yeah, give me your dex and 2. I think you have
I have 2 in
2 dex
celerity.
and fleetness?
Yep.
Perfect. So
Fleetness is still a rouse check, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yep.
Anything
Accurate.
past level 1 is still rouse checks.
you are correct.
Yeah, that's all bad news. So I fail my rouse check.
You get hungrier.
So I get hungrier. And when I fail the rouse check, I still get to roll my dexterity, but not my fleetness, right? So I fail that as well. Or do I get that?
Oh.
It still works, and going
Okay.
Yeah,
forward, you
you
will
just
be
get hungry.
hungrier. But the hunger doesn't
So-
affect
Yes.
this roll; it affects subsequent rolls. Sorry, Jasmine.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
No,
you.
you're
Forgot about
fine.
that. Yeah, that's right.
Because you're basically activating the supernatural properties of your kindred vitae.
Yep.
it goes into effect either way. It just affects whether or not that makes you peckish. So you
It
will
does
go up in
indeed.
hunger, but mhm.
Yep.
So
I
you
go
do
up to
get
2
to roll those
hunger.
2 extra die.
I go up to 2 hunger and I get 1 success.
Perfect. I did a willpower to re-roll any of those. You can re-roll up to 3 black die.
Does it? Yeah, it looks like a haymaker's coming at me. So I will
Yeah.
spend a willpower and re-roll 3 of these guys. That's 2 more successes, so 3 successes total.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it still hits you.
Yeah, I figured he just
But this
diablerized his
reduces
side.
This reduces the margin by a lot.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he clocks you in the side of the mouth. You all hear this like sickening crunching sound as you take 1 point. That was going to be a lot more. 1 point of
Yeah.
superficial damage, Jack. And you
Yep,
feel like your jaw
I-
just
I-
kind of click as he like
Ooh,
swings at you.
dang. Ron got
Yeah.
hands. I didn't think Ron had hands like that. Nigga, watch out.
Does anyone intervene?
Does he look
I-
like he's gonna? Does he look like he's gonna keep hitting him, or does he feel like he kind of got it out of his system?
He looks like he's probably going to go for 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
going to back out and say, you all handle this. I trust that you got this, and I will just step out of the room and go towards the butlers or servants and let them
Yeah,
do the
On
punch.
the pristine white walls, I've started painting Rock'em Sock'em robots.
you're a
Mhm.
monster.
Is this like in that main
giant
foyer hall?
Yeah, like I'm watching what's going on, and I'm sort of doing a cartoonish recreation of it, two-handed.
I'm gonna try
Perfect.
and as I see the punch coming for the next one, I'm just gonna try and like grab his
Mhm.
arm and like pin him. You know, that like kind of pin down as far as the person's still standing, but they're hunched over.
Perfect.
E-
So go ahead.
I-
Mhm. Yeah.
oh no, please go ahead. No.
No. If you
I
want
am
to,
gonna do a thing.
that's more important. Yeah.
Yeah, do a thing.
Yes. As he's swinging, I just grab him by the throat and pick him up and extend my feral weapons fangs. I got 9 successes with a crit. And I just say,
Rowan, calm down, or she's not gonna be the only diablerie here tonight.
Ooh.
I'm going to.
You
can
see
I
him
pop
like
my
clutch
head
at his.
back in? I
yeah.
just sorry if I'm interrupting. What was? I just see the scene. Like, oh, wait. What was her name again? What's her name?
The butler.
The one you munched, did the big slurp. Yeah.
Oh,
Lady
her
Maddox.
name was Maddox. Yeah.
Maddox, thank you, merci, okay, goodbye. Continue.
Her full name would be Elaine. You would have gleaned that from her office. Yeah. Elaine Maddox, but he called her Madame Maddox.
I only lift him high enough that he can still reach him. By the way, that Max can still put hands on him if he wants, so just like off his feet, but not like not to the ceiling. Pick him up.
Yeah.
And I do like my fangs come out, but they come like way out, almost like Sabretooth like.
Yeah.
And I just say that to him. But I also have 2 rows of fangs, so like 4 come down. When I look at him and say this.
Yeah. With 9 successes, he immediately kind of like calms down. He stops kicking and flailing and just kind of like almost like a chastised child frowns as you have him by the throat. He's like, it's too much for a man. It's too much for put me down, Enoch. Put me down.
I'm gonna wipe the so the wound doesn't really bleed because I'm a vampire, but it oozes a little bit. So I'm gonna wipe a little bit of that ooze with the maroon pants that he gave me, and put them on.
You see him like seethe. He's just like at this point, I just there's got to be a better solution than the sewers. There has to be a
Well, you
better
could
solution than
confess.
the sewers.
You could confess.
Sewers it is.
And I turn and I look at Max and I'm like,
You were about to mess that dude up. I saw it in your eyes.
That's to you, Max.
Oh yeah. I saw that hit. I didn't think that doctor could take another hit. You know what I'm saying? He was looking 4 ways, and I was like, okay, you gotta slow down.
I mean, I can take it.
Okay, calm down. We got you can take it.
Right.
You can take
Yeah. Until you can't, I know.
Yeah, and I put Rowan back down.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the hall,
Mhm.
you see I guess like this would be for Jacques. Jacques, you see a smartly dressed butler walking towards the door expeditiously. Now it's on its third ring. Ding dong, ding dong. You see him like pull out like he's got like an earpiece and a clipboard. He's like flipping through it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be
Butler.
catering."
Butler, here, come
Oh.
here, come.
Uh,
I am a friend of
yes?
Madame Maddox. Yes.
Oh,
I'm going to activate awe.
he immediately like just likes you more. Oh, yes, I'm
Yes.
sorry, it had escaped my recollection there. How can I help
That is
you?
okay.
Sir?
Yes. Well, it is just that Madame Maddox had to be called away for something very important, but she does not want to interrupt the party whatsoever. She does not want anyone to know. So, and now I would like to use Submerged Directive to plant
Mm-hmm.
something into this butler's mind. If anyone asks where Madame Maddox is, you tell her something urgent came up, but you know her, she does not want to interrupt festivities. She's got eyes on it, but she would rather not be disturbed. D'accord?
So,
Yes.
you look into his eyes and activate your special ability to kind of just get people to do what you want, sort of hypnotism, if you will. Go ahead and make a rouse check, because I believe Submerged Directive is just an add-on to Mesmerize.
Oui, yes.
Mhm.
I get hungrier.
Oh no. And then go ahead and roll your manipulation and dominate.
Oh, I guess I should have asked, is this butler human or no? Not human.
You get the vibe that this is a human. Just from the sweat forming on his brow,
Okay.
the exasperated sigh of relief, or just the
Okay.
general stressed, kind of nature that us humans are cursed with. But I mean, I feel like immortals wouldn't be. He looks tired
Except
the
for
way
Rowan.
Jack does,
5 successes.
Ooh, okay. I have a lot less dice to roll. Yeah, it works. He's like, she's otherwise indisposed then. Oh, okay, well, I believe the catering just arrived at the front door. Well, she's so picky about who she sees at these things. I think that if we get a couple of key people out of the way or keep them distracted, nobody would even know the madam isn't here.
Yes, just let me know who those key people are. Not a problem.
And he like pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to you. These are
Merci.
the people that she usually asks me to sort of keep out of her hair or usher through, depending on her mood.
Okay, super. Thank you. Very good job. I'll put $100 in his hand or something.
Too
Or
kind,
something.
Dad. Too kind.
Like or something.
Is that what
I'll just
is that
go
what small people want? $100? Sure.
Yeah, and is that fine? Yeah. Just put another 100. I don't know. I kind of toss it away as I walk away. Okay, good. Yeah, we are good.
Before you're finished walking away, you hear like a exasperated shriek as he enters the main foyer and sees Crybaby's handiwork. Oh my lord! What have you? That's the walls. Who are you? I'll have the
No. This is a very modern art installation. It is all the rage right now.
I go, let me give you my card. And I take his hand and I spray paint my tag on it.
Why I just it's and you see him like have like a mild panic attack. Two things. Crybaby,
Yeah.
give me a dexterity and
Yeah.
art roll to see how well your art passes off as something that could actually be an installation.
And how many hunger dice am I rolling?
You're at a hunger of 2 because you got hungry
Wisdom.
when you woke up this morning.
So
And
hang on.
for you, Jacques, I'll have you roll. Are you attempting to calm this individual down? or
Yeah,
prevent him from calling for
I
help.
was going to. I don't remember how compelled works exactly. Could I say calm down as compelled, or is that
Yes. I mean,
no?
well, it has to be
Yeah.
more something like sit or stand, but you could say like be quiet, stop making that noise, I believe. I think let me just double check.
It's something they can consciously do. A simple command that
So-
like a person can't choose
Yeah.
to be calm, but they can like
Ah.
sit down or be quiet or like
Yeah.
like,
So
So you
could
could tell.
say I could say do your job. Would that
Dang.
like
That's also cutting.
Uh,
That's emotional damage right
yeah.
there.
I feel like hold up. Let's see. Give me an intelligence and insight
sure,
roll.
Sure. 3.
So with 3 successes, you would know that this man views his job as putting an end to this.
Oh, as put. Oh,
So
okay,
if you
okay,
were to
okay,
tell
okay.
him to do
Yeah,
his job, he
no.
would continue doing what he's doing.
Well, I will just attempt to calm him by normal means
Ah,
of just
okay.
authority.
might I make a suggestion?
Oui, ventru extraordinaire.
You could compel him to answer the door. Like that's what you want.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
you're
what
like,
I
dude.
was. Yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
yeah.
Perfect.
Um,
And how many successes did you roll, Crybaby?
I got 4 8s, and 2 of them were hunger.
That I believe that's fine. Yeah. So you got 4 successes total.
Yeah.
So this art installation actually looks beautiful.
Of course it does. That's what I do.
Stunning.
I'm not good at a lot of things, but this I am. So he's the Tasmanian devil, kind of
Mhm.
going around this thing like a cartoon, and then in his wake is in some ways a cartoon representation of everything we've witnessed tonight. So there's Rowan, but he's a rat and he's crawling into a sewer, but he's got the big pompadour, but he's got shitty Goodwill clothes on, and there's like it's
Again,
just
those are my
kind of
clothes.
like really ridiculously awful clothes on, and like the kind of clothes you wouldn't want to be caught undead in. Anyway,
No, I get
Right.
it.
but so that's the story. Like it's telling this story, but it's all done in like Gorilla's album cover style.
Mhm.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay, yes.
Oh, I also am looking for a Blu-ray play or a Bluetooth, because I'm going to start playing some music and dimming the lights to sort of set the installation.
There is an electronic panel on one of the walls, and you believe it leads to some type of concealed, tasteful sound system. Jacques.
Yeah, so I'll do compel. I'll say, Butler, go answer the door. Okay.
Yeah, I think honestly, with your charisma and dominate skill, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. This would be very simple for you. He looks at his hand that's like covered in orange spray paint,
But it's exquisite.
and then like almost like a light switch flipping, walks to the door instead and opens it. He opens the door and he just says, yes, caterers, yes, come in. Yeah, I prefer if you use the back entrance. It's a bit more. No, it's fine. Just come right in." And you see like a gentleman walk in and say, "It's in the back. Is the madam in?" He says, "She's actually otherwise indisposed." And he's like, "Oh, do you have the booze?" And as they walk in, Jacques, you notice like 3 or 4 very, how to describe this, hipster looking types. They're dressed, with berets, some of them, fedoras, others, bow ties, that type of fashion. The type you would see in a one of those like coffee shops where they have exquisite latte art and rose petals on the cup. And they walk in towards the back, and he says, "Yes, we have got quite a few coming tonight, so I hope you had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before you came in." And you see him like, yeah, you know what it is. And he like points over to the back and then like closes the door and he says, "Just about everything that could go wrong tonight is going wrong, but we have food. So that's a positive. All right, next." And you see him like start to go down the list.
I will take a moment and pull out my phone, take the list that the butler gave me, and take a photo and send it to the group text to say, these are the ones we want to look out for and potentially mitigate problems with.
Enoch.
Still in there with Rowan, like, you know, before I get you out of here, why was she throwing this party tonight? I mean, it's not even the weekend. Is it just to rub elbows? Are we celebrating something? Like, is it her birthday?
As I'm buttoning up my shirt, I
she-
say, "Well,
she
obviously
does-
it's the butterfly ball." He told us that.
That's surprisingly
Yes,
little
it's-
information. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. We releasing butterflies. Is someone like?
Yeah, is your
Well-
transformation complete?
Yes, we are. There's the greenhouse that back that she keeps butterflies in some type
Oh,
of
that's a lovely
weird
touch. She
garden.
ends up what
and-
she loved.
Yeah,
great.
and she brings in a bunch of people that she feels like she has taken a shine to, and parades them around each other to prove how much influence she has or something. Honestly, I don't know. These things are so
Max,
stupid.
it does bring symmetry to her narrative. Too bad you're gonna miss it, Rowan. We gotta go now. Come on.
And I started like
I-
pulling him towards the
Mhm.
nearest like window that we can fit out of. Not even a door, just like the nearest place to abscond.
and as Enoch's pulling him toward the window, I hold up the French cuffs, obviously without any buttons. I'm like, "What do I do with this? There's no button."
You're ruining them.
I just
You
roll it up.
barely
I'll just roll it up.
fit
No
in
big
those
deal.
Pants. You're just stretching at the seams. That's suede. You see him just like having a meltdown as you drag him towards the window.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Like-
this is the best day. I'm gonna go and see. I want to go see the butler, and I'm gonna also tell him like, just so you know, Madame Maddox said that I'm gonna be doing security for you. It's Maxwell security. It's maximum security rather. My boys are gonna be coming in. They're professional. Trust me. They got the the good suits. They got the earphones, the headphones.
Security
stuff.
change.
Yeah, there was a security change.
Oh, we
you didn't hear
always-
about that.
No, we always go with Doberman.
Oh,
we already-
trust me.
Well,
Here are my
it's all
qualifications.
fine.
I keep them on me at all times. Here are my qualifications. You can see that right there. That's one wall right there. That's another wall right there. I did security for that one other person over there down the street. You know that one. And then you could just see it all right here. That's me. I'm trying to use like my leadership skills
Yeah.
to like let them
Yeah,
know that I'm planning this all out.
Let's get a roll. Go ahead and give me 2 dice for your manipulation as well as 3 for your leadership.
Can I assist or like add any dice to
Yeah,
his role
yeah,
by, like,
you
being in
could
the
chime
background,
in.
like
Mhm.
I just like come on, this is just get with it. Come on, this is the changes are happening, okay?
Go ahead and add 1 bonus dice for Jacques kind of like flustering him and throwing him off his
Okay.
A game.
So I got a 10, a 5, a 7, a 1, and a 9. And then
Right,
the other 10, I don't know if I'd do the hunger dice, but it was a 10 on that one. Is that bad?
So that
Uh.
that is what we call a bestial crit. Yeah. So to explain the mechanics of the game, when you get a success or crit normally on not a hunger die, that's basically the human part of you winning the roll. But when you get a crit on that special red die, that is essentially the beast inside you, the ravening beast kind of taking over and winning the roll. So you kind of grow up almost to twice your size as you like kind of say this. You like almost like a shadow kind of starts to develop around you. And you like lean in close to him. And it occurs to you that like you could just snap this little man in half. Who is he to defy you or question your authority? How many battles have you won? How dare this man stand in this hall and try to tell you what your business is or isn't?
Yeah.
And you start to like just sort of like yeah.
You feel them butterflies right there, that little moment right before you feel shit's about to go down. It's my job to stop that. You know that, right?
I-
Yeah,
Of course.
that's how good I'm at this. Yeah, you know I just put that feeling to people, right? That's
He averts his eyes and
Oh, don't worry, we cool. I'm just gonna like hit him in the back and just like make him feel better and be like, see, from 0 to 100, 0 to 100, well, I'll get you back and forth from there.
As you like hit him on the back, he like almost stumbles several steps. Like it's almost like you're unaware of your own strength. He stumbles several steps and he's like, I'll try to cancel the other security. I'm sorry. And he looks up to you, Jacques, and he says, I'm sorry, I won't. I'll try to intercept them at the drive and send them away. The other
Oui.
security.
Yes, do your job. Come on, little man. Go.
Also, there's a trailer parked outside for you,
Oh.
sir.
Wait. I assume this is the wardrobe trailer.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. Okay, I text everyone. Quick, get your change of horrible attire into. Just throw away your clothes. Go into the trailer. Get new clothes. You will be taken care of. It's outside in the driveway. Text.
Okay.
I come out of the study and I'm wearing Rowan's clothes. We are roughly the same size, but he's got those little like twig, like rich, pretty people legs. And I have real person legs, and so his pants are like splitting at the seams,
bulging at
on
the
my
seams.
legs.
Yeah.
I do not look right in his clothing.
When you come out to the foyer, you notice that Maxwell looks a lot more heated. And the way this will play out mechanically for the game, Michael, is that you're angry. So next time you have to roll for a frenzy resist, as per your sheet, because you got that bestial crit. You're
Sure.
going to be doing so at a disadvantage. It's very
Okay.
important for you to keep your cool. So although nothing happened now, that may not be the case next time someone strikes your ire.
So I see Doc come in. I'm just gonna say like, "Hey Doc, those ass pants look real good on you. Just so you know." So I'm like all like wrapped up.
I think so.
I'm, like, all
I think
wrapped up.
so. I think so. Thank you, Maxwell. I appreciate that. Not all of our kindred are so kind. Thank you for that. I you know what? I'm gonna keep these pants. I look at Crybaby's art and I say, make sure this looks great, man. Let's not burn it down at the end of the night. How about that?
I'm not making any promises.
Yeah, I know.
Just that I hit my mid '90s trip hop playlist, and I'm Bluetoothed in, so like more Chiba just starts cranking in through the halls of the thing, and I just sort of look at him and I slowly turn up the volume.
Jack, you know Crybaby very well. Give me a charisma and insight roll.
Charisma and insight. All right.
These unpredictable Malkavians.
Yeah. Oh, also a bestial crit for me. Actually, two. So a regular crit and a bestial crit as well, or a blood crit as well.
So 4 successes.
4 successes.
So first of all, 2 things happen. You look around the beautiful mural art plastered on the walls, and you realize Crybaby has painted out the entire events of the night, complete with the diablerie. Just all of it written out beautifully with a rat version of Rowan going into the sewers, denoting exactly where he's going, with the murder in the office, like all of it, although abstract, has been beautifully transposed onto the walls.
Down to your broken jaw.
As you gaze on this, and after having your face smashed in and all of that, give me a. We're gonna test for a fury frenzy. Go ahead and roll your willpower.
Okay.
You only have to beat a 2.
While I'm watching this do this, I change the music to Massive Attack.
So when I'm rolling willpower, I don't roll hunger dice, right?
No.
Okay, great.
Right? B Dave? I don't think you do, right?
Willpower is no hunger dice, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. I got 3 tens.
8 successes?
So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you manage to fight down this like the beast as you like crit, and
That's
there's a
it.
part of you that just
That's
wants
right.
to tear
Yeah.
Crybaby limb from limb. You think of
No.
all of the times he's messed up, all of the awful
mm,
situations he's
mm,
put
mm.
you in, all of the times he's let you down, and now you see the clear evidence of the night is plastered on the walls, and there's a part of you that wants to spread him on the walls, but you don't.
I
simply take
push
one
it down my
superficial willpower damage, but you don't.
I push it down with my Midwestern upbringing, and the seat of Rowan's pants splits.
I know it. I know
clenching
what's
my
gonna
hands.
happen. He was squatting too hard. I see it.
I add that detail to the Rock'em Sock'em robot.
And I say to Jacques, I am going to need new pants after all.
You were always going to need new pants, my good sir. Please, outside, everyone, go get changed. We have a party we have a show to put on. Okay? Do we? Enoch, are you here? I never know if the Nosferatu are here or not.
Have I managed to get him out of this house yet?
You're actually making your way through the garden. So you ask this to like the air,
Yeah.
and you don't get a response.
It's fine. He's probably, doing the plan. We're getting.
I say, I did say, because he was leaving out the window as I was coming into the room. So I say, he's got Rowan in disguise. They headed out through the window. Nosferatu. Doors.
Yes. I know. Jasmine, could we get the names that were on the what the butler gave us?
Yes, of course. You have underlined 3 times Lisbeth, and you glean from the clipboard that this is Madame Maddox's niece.
Oh.
She's a bit clingy.
Oh.
It's written kind of in polite butler speak.
Okay.
That Jasmine does not speak.
Also,
I would write a bit clingy.
Yeah.
But
she embraced her niece. That's just
Russell.
messed up.
Ooh. Oh, is that what that means? Oh, merde. Okay.
And as you start to look over the rest of the list, we're actually going to go ahead and take our first break for the night.
Hey.
You're also standing outside the trailer, and the trailer doors burst open, and out comes a very sort of like flashily dressed woman with big hair and an even bigger feather boa, and she's like, "All right, let's get you puppies dressed," and that'll be where we cut.
Excellent.
You have heard tell of a kobold queen with visions of a world made new in fire and rage. Driven by prophecy, she has filled her followers with the raging passion of her cause. Now, you step forth into her burning realm. Dark shapes move among the rising embers. Thick-skinned beasts belch gouts of fire. It's an ambush! Roll for initiative. Battle is about to commence. Epic encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
For those that do not know, and they crack open these books, and we've discussed this before, but it's kind of unique to you've got a character that's very famous, Melf, who has several spells named after this character for some very specific reasons, and we also have Mordenkainen. Is it true that Mordenkainen is effectively your father's character?
Yes, Mordenkainen was my dad's character. He named him after Väinämöinen from Finnish mythology as a wizard, and that's how he came up with that. So most people were playing fighters, and my dad wanted to be a wizard and cast, weave arcane magics and control the world that way. So instead of being Conan.
Did you ever get to play as Melf with your father playing Mordenkainen?
Mordenkainen was an NPC that I interacted with a whole bunch because Melf worked for as a member of the Red Rampart Guard. He was worked for Mordenkainen, helping him. Even though Melf was goodly and Mordenkainen was neutral, he believed in maintaining the balance, and so I could see the utility of that. And in a world such as Greathawk, where evil had advantage in many areas, the people who were seeking a balance were often working on the side of good. So I found a way to be able to ally with Mordenkainen and advance his efforts, as long as they aligned with where Melf was going with being good. Melf was really a goody two shoes, and he felt very self-important about advancing good and how important he was to this cause. So he had a big ego.
I mean, Mordenkainen kind of strikes me as very much the dungeon master NPC, right? This is someone who's sort of neutral, but causing you to get into trouble, the quest giver, right?
Yes.
And Melf being the hero in all of this. What has it been like for Melf to show up and you can continue to play this character for almost 45 years with, celebrities, friends, people you would never think you would have maybe ever met, and for you have this so many years invested in a single character? What is that like? You have spells and
it's really an honor.
Very smart reason for those spells, by the way.
yeah, we have talked about those before. But yeah, that's playing Melf is just he was my home character with my dad, so it's a lot of great memories there, and I have learned to appreciate Melf and capabilities in different ways as I have matured. Right, I started playing him as a kid, right? So now as an adult, I see different facets and different ways to implement his skill sets, and maybe not always be neutral greedy. Instead of NG, my abbreviation was neutral greedy. I was pretty, I was definitely a treasure seeker. I wanted to get that power so I could defeat bad guys more. So it's a little bit more nuanced play, but what an honor to be able to sit at the table with, all these folks and help create some really wonderful adventures, some super high quality DMs and just great story arcs. So I've enjoyed the ride, and I hope I get to continue doing so for many years to come.
Thank you, Luke Gygax, for being on the show. We have more interviews with him coming up later. If you'd like to support more D&D videos like this, go to my Patreon page or just subscribe on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching.
synergy of man and machine, the symmetry and connections between, the synergy of man and machine, the symmetry and connections between, the power and the pace dominate your face. Get out and wow your rivalry through man and machine. Man and machine. Bring on the burn, bring on the burn. Waste every turn. Man and machine. Bring on the burn, bring on the burn. Waste every turn. Medal of Honor, door fighter, kicking down doors wherever we go. Medal of Honor, door fighter, open sesame with the steel on my toe.
You have heard tell of a kobold queen with visions of a world made new in fire and rage. Driven by prophecy, she has filled her followers with the raging passion of her cause. Now, you step forth into her burning realm. Dark shapes move among the rising embers. Thick-skinned beasts belch gouts of fire. It's an ambush! Roll for initiative. Battle is about to commence. Epic encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
And we're back. Okay, so sorry, I'm eating Wensleydale lemon cheese, it's limited edition, and I was trying to shove it into my mouth
Wow.
before.
Cheese drop
Do
there.
you, are you working for them?
I mean, shout out to Wallace
Sounds like it
Grumman.
now.
Well, that's
Yeah.
interesting. 'Cause I'm drinking Cutwater Tiki Rum, a Tiki
I
Rum
love
Mai
y'all.
Tai. Yay.
Hey,
Speaking of
is
Mai
the,
Tais,
is the recipe for that available in your book, Dr. Ashwick?
Actually, no. We will have our own recipes in mysticlibations.com.
Ooh. Mix drinks for your friends and then play games with them, or make drinks out of them because
What a-
we're playing
What a
vampire.
wonderful idea.
Yeah.
So you come
Smooth transition.
the doors to this trailer burst open, and like I said, out comes this with big blonde hair and a big feather boa, and she says, "Let's get you puppies dressed." Yeah.
Great.
How many
I
we
make
got?
sure
Your cue. That's your cue. Go, go.
Okay.
puppies.
I make sure to show her. So these pants didn't fit, and I show her the split seat.
Oh.
Uh,
And you see her
because I've-
eyebrow raise in a smirk, and she's like, "They didn't."
Yeah. So just letting you know, these ones don't fit.
I can see that. Well, let's see. Stand in front of me. You're giving me tired, don't want to be here.
Yes.
Would rather
correct.
be at home reading a book. Yeah. So let's get you
Yeah,
in
no,
something
correct.
kind of smart and sophisticated.
Sure.
All right. come on in. Yes, 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 come in. Don't be shy. And she like slams the trailer door shut behind her, and you're in this like beautiful dressing room. She starts rifling rapidly through all of her different coats and jackets and waistcoats, and she pulls out these very like muted helmet lang gray trousers with a smart
Gray's my color.
button down to go with it. She's like, well,
Perfect.
these things are usually like the more casual you are, the more influential you are. So you want to dress down. That sequin blazer is really gaudy. So let's just go ahead and put that not on the rack. Maybe let's just put it in the trash. And you're done. And she opens the door and gives you like a big smack on the on the butt as she like pushes you out. You
I
also
appreciate
notice
that.
like somehow and like while buttoning your shirt, she's managed to like kind of fix your hair a little bit.
Oh wow, great. Great.
Mhm.
Thank you. I sincerely thank you. These are lovely. These are nice.
Yes, of
I'm a
course.
doctor, by
Enjoy
the way.
yourself. A
Just
doctor
putting that-
How do you know? How do you know one's a doctor? Yeah,
with the booty like that? Give this one my number, Jock. My goodness. Where do you find? He collects them like little miniatures on a shelf. Just
It's
cute
true.
boys
It's
and girls.
true.
Just collects them. Just lines them up on there. Then he says, I can't have any of them. All right, off with you. You, tall, dark, and looks like he can murder me. Come on in here. And she
Yeah, I got
points to
you.
you, Maxwell.
I once you walk in before she even closes the door, like I'm like in military mode, but vampire speed. I'm just taking all my clothes off. They're folded, and the Tims are like still really nice and right next to me, but the other clothes are folded to the side. I mean, we doing this? What do we? You're dressing me, right? That's what we're doing.
Forward. I like it. All right. So, are you running security for this shindig? That means we got to put you in a snappy black suit.
All right. Oh, and by the way, I didn't clarify this. I still have like really nice boxers on. I didn't remove that. The boxers. are
Okay,
still
good,
on.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Um,
pulls out a very like slick black suit and she's like, "We could play it up a little bit with your pocket square or your tie though. What's your favorite color?"
I mean, I look down at the Timberlands. Like the Timberland color is my favorite color. That's why I'm like, you know, you gotta match it with those because I ain't putting nothing on my feet other than that tonight. They gotta leave with me. I don't care about this other stuff, but this gotta leave. You know.
Mhm. Right. She looks at them and then she looks back at like the shirts she has like kind of lined up for you and she's like, "All black then. Black goes with everything."
It sure does.
She gets you in a spiffy black suit and then with a prop earpiece complete. This is like a
Wonderful.
actual costuming van. She like puts it in your ear and she's like, "All right, you're done." And she
Thank
like
you.
opens the door and she's like, "Jacques, oh my goodness. Look at these gummy bears you're
know.
sending in." And then she sees
Yes.
Crybaby and she's like,
Who's naked already?
Straight.
I sit in the foyer, just bush, and you see all my piercings. All my piercings.
But-
Yes. This one is quite fun in
Bohemian.
particular. Wait.
very okay,
He's got a
yeah.
Roadrunner tattooed over his heart.
Yeah, let's get you in something a little bit more avant-garde. I think
Ah!
I've probably got a Thierry Mugler or something around here. And you see her like
Gesundheit.
you see her like go into the back and pull out a pair of like it looks like pleather, tight maroon pleather pants with like a sort of like what is it? That like a stocking shirt with a layer over it. She like holds it up. It's Banty. Those are very retro, very cute. Pants, you know, nice and tight. I think the kids are wearing these days. Yeah.
Ah,
Well, I cannot stand to look at your pierced member anymore. So I'm gonna have to insist that you put these on.
I'm gonna have to insist you put them on me.
Well, Jacques, where do you find these spicy jalapeno poppers?
Oh, you know, the whole city is a buffet, and I just help myself.
Well, guess what? I'll help you out, but if you so much as lay a finger on me
Not
unwanted,
touching. I don't want to be touched.
I'll gut you like a fish. Come on in.
That's fair. That's fair. And he jumps up and he grabs the top of the trailer and he sticks his legs up so you can put his pants on. And you see his pasty white feet.
Come on, man. Eye level. It's eye level. Come on. What are you doing? Come on.
Oh, and he's full commando.
It's like a chandelier right now. All the pieces are just hanging like, hey, put the pants on. Put the pants on.
Plus, they're pleather pants, so they take like 10 minutes to put on. So it's just an ordeal, like a 10-minute.
It's like that.
She
You
pulls
hear all
out the
that
baby powder. She's like baby powdering your legs. She manages to get them on, and then she puts a bucket hat on your head. And like a nice mustard yellow
great.
color.
A bucket hat. Thank you.
Well, I think you're all done. Jock, do you need anything else?
He still doesn't put shoes on though. He's barefoot.
We do have someone else. I would do a quick text to the group and say, Enoch, where are you? Is everything taken care of? We've got some clothes here for you.
We cut over to Enoch, who is escorting Rowan through the backyard, I think it was.
Trying to get to the nearest manhole cover. And
it's out like past the back fence, but you can get to it, yeah.
As we're heading that way, I just say,
Rowan, I got 2 questions for you.
Yeah.
Are those friends of yours back there?
Yeah. Super cool with all of them, really. I feel like we're kind of cool too, at least at this point, kind of, sort of, maybe.
Yeah, kind of cool. Second question, are you, is your understanding that you're compensating me to safely deliver you out of this?
Well, that was my intent. That is $30,000 on that check.
Okay. All right. Business is business and a deal is a deal.
and I just like lift off the manhole cover. And I'm like,
There you go. Down the hatch.
You're gonna make sure I get out of this, okay? Right? Like,
I
where do I
am
go?
now,
Like, down there.
yeah. Okay, so
you see, like, very much my fangs just retract. And I'm like,
Huh.
all right, so here's how this goes. Walk 3 blocks that direction. Make a right. Walk 3 blocks. Make a left. If you meet anyone who looks like me, tell them you're on your way to Pikes Pier. Repeat after me. You're on your way to Pikes Pier.
On my way to Pikes Pier.
Yes,
bro.
they will not kill. No,
I'm
do not
cool.
add bro. No, don't add any of that. You will die. I'm
Yeah,
on my
cool.
way to Pikes Pier. We'll catch
I'm
up to
tight
you.
with Enoch. Him and I are like
Okay, yeah, I guess
peas in a
that's
pea
no.
soup.
You're making
All
this real
mushed up
hard.
together.
Real hard for me, Rowan. Okay. 3 blocks straight ahead, left 3 blocks. Okay.
Mhm.
And
All
then
right.
we'll catch up to you. When you
Okay.
come up, if we're not there, just text us, lay low. We'll get you out of town, but that should cover things. Okay.
Give me an intelligence and
um,
streetwise check.
oh, but KB? Unfortunately, I had everything crash on
Did
me
he
and
just
my.
speak Ubba Dubba? Did he just pull a Zoom reference out? Because you're my favorite then.
Let's see. Intelligence and streetwise, you say?
Yes. Mhm.
Might I impress upon you to allow me to do wits and streetwise? Or is it definitely intelligence? and All right.
You're making a split second decision. We can make
All
the
right.
argument for wits.
Slightly more witty than I am intelligent. That is a crit, so 4.
With 4, they're gonna eat him apart down there. Given his sass and the way you know him to interact with people, you don't think that any interaction he's going to have with the Nos is going to go well. Even now, you see his like lip curling as he starts to like look down in the sewer, and he's like, They really put the rat and sewer rat. But yeah, I'll be like, "What's up, bros? Totally cool with the Enox. Got his number right here. Can
The
call if you
fangs start
want."
coming out again, and I'm like, okay. Plan
People
B.
live down here? My
What do you,
God.
excuse me, what do you mean, you people?
I mean, how do you have all this money and you still like
Because
you
we
choose
don't
to
spend it on needless bullshit like that.
Motioning back towards the house.
Okay, all right. New plan. I'd
Kinda
like
seems
you to
like you
not.
put the no in Nosferatu. You know? You're just kind of like,
Ah. Hey, you know what?
Pushes.
I'd like to activate Feral Whispers
yeah.
and summon every rat in the vicinity to come to me.
For sure. Let's get it going. So you're going
It's good.
to
It's good to open the sewer cover before you summon the rats too. This is going to be helpful.
Yep. I do pass my rouse check for this. It's
Sweet.
animalism.
Party.
Animalism. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Perfect. All right.
Oh, sorry. I need to roll to see how from how far of a distance rats hearken unto me. Let's see. Hopefully it's a bunch. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So that's. Hang on. So 3 successes worth. So
Okay.
I guess you tell me how many rats are in 3 successes worth of vicinity.
And you're standing right over a sewer.
Oh yeah.
Hundreds. They come crawling up the ladder and they all like kind of form a wave around you, and you see like you see him like lifting his feet and being like, "Oh God, oh,
Here's what
that
we're
one's
gonna
kind of
do.
cute."
I'm gonna stash you somewhere nearby with some pairs of eyes to watch over you. And if you get into trouble, they're gonna come let me know, all right?
Oh,
Oh no!
you talk to them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. Okay,
You
yeah,
know how
sure.
I was gonna say how you feel about the help, but I probably like them a lot more, actually.
Oh, you're rubbing them on your face, even though they feel
Yeah.
ill.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Choices were made today.
I want
It-
do any.
Also, this Toreador sticks out like a sore thumb
Oh yeah.
because he's wearing like makeup and has his hair done, but then is wearing this like ratty sweater, or ratty sweatshirt, and he's just like
So
sitting
he's
in
like
this
My
wave.
Chemical Romance.
Basically, he's got a guy liner on. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
But like,
Big
it's
90s hot
sweater.
topic energy.
do do any of these houses look like empty, like they're all like off with no lights in the on, or no cars in the drive?
Yeah, give me a wits and awareness roll. And you can add your sight bonus to this since you apparently have supernatural sight.
I do. I can do a dark seeing. For once, I got a creature that can see in the dark. That is 5 with a crit this time.
So, from looking around, you can tell that there's a house nearby that's up for sale, and it looks to be empty.
Rowan, see that house?
Hmm.
Go in there. Do not leave until one of us comes for you.
Okay. I can
You
do
have
that.
already paid me. I will let you die if you mess this up, okay?
Well, okay. I can sit in a house.
Yeah, and if you don't, they're gonna tell me, because I'm gonna leave them outside.
All of maybe just like the cute one with the notched ear, and not the one that
No.
looks like it's eaten 4 other rats, and
I'm kinda
definitely not the one with the mangled foot.
No, first of all, Stumpy is a friend of mine. How dare you? Second of all, leaving them outside is my insurance that you will stay inside.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. Is it cool if I text you guys if I get bored or something in there? Is there internet? It's probably not. There's no one living there. That one. Oh, okay. Well, I'll amuse myself with Stumpy.
Wait in the house, Rowan.
Yeah.
And I look down at the rats and I tell the rats to hang out around the house and come get me if he doesn't. Come get me in that big house with all the food if he leaves.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I'd planned to summon the rats in the denouement, but now
I can't wait till the 1,000 rats to come crash the party.
this is a gritty Ratatouille reboot. Is all this has been the entire time. Yes, 100%. But yeah. But I do actually, and I bring one rat with me in case I need to get a signal out. Not pick up stuff. The one he said was cute that he likes. I go out of my way to find the one he enjoys to be like,
I'll keep Francis with me.
Oh, her spots are symmetrical. I liked her the most.
That's why she's leaving.
Yeah. I turn and go back to the
Rowan, wait in the house.
And then I go and leave.
When you leave him, he's having like a staring contest with Stumpy, and he's just like. But he turns around after flaring his nostrils and makes his way across the street to the vacant house.
So leave my rat hordes in the bushes outside.
You get a text from Jacques about asking where you are and whether Rowan's been extracted.
I just reply, stashed the package.
Okay.
Takes a while because I gotta hit each button 3 times to bring up a letter.
I'm just waiting.
How did we even survive?
I was gonna say, kids today have no idea about
sometimes 9 times if you accidentally skip past the
They don't know how it was back then.
I'm going to say, come get changed right now.
And I do come to the booth where the clothing is.
The trailer, please.
No, it's very low. Do you have anything that looks garçon-ish?
Oh yeah, I think we might have some costumes back here. She rushes into the back and grabs you just a black button down with a big one of those like really long aprons that goes around your waist. She
I
hands it to you.
put Francis in the pocket. I do super keep the rat with me.
Just in case.
Puts a chef hat on your head. Puts Francis underneath.
Yeah, I would lean into it. I do it. 100% I'd do it.
Be like, I think I saw this movie. I don't know how it's gonna work. Oh, do not pull my hair.
Yeah.
We're not cooking anything tonight.
Okay.
You're all dressed.
Can I just get a shoulder cape, just like a single shoulder cape, and then I'm good.
One last thing, just a shoulder cape. It's all. Yeah.
You see her pull out like a whole rack of them. She like pulls back, she pushes back another rack and pulls forward another one, and like motions broadly to like several of them. Should we go with your usual, the Alexander McQueen, or would you like to go with the Gucci or the Prada today?
No, McQueen always steals me right. Yes.
She like.
I literally cannot tell the difference between any of them. I'm perplexed beyond belief.
We know.
Doctor, it's so good that you have so many other great specialties that we need. You can't win at all of them. It's okay. Shall we? I feel like guests. What is our game plan? Everyone has a idea for when the guests arrive?
Nothing that rich people like more than the idea of giving money to poor people in hospitals. I am going to use my time to try to, solicit. I'll be that guy trying to get some donations from the hospital.
Do you need money?
I lean in.
We can have that conversation later. Yes,
but yeah, wow.
I do lean in very quietly, and I just say,
I don't know who's listening, but I stashed Rowan in that place down the block. I was going to send him through the sewer, but then I realized he probably wouldn't arrive on the other end.
I immediately paint a representation of the change of plans on the wall.
I mean, you very much encapsulated the futility of this evening. I got to tell you, that's incredible.
I think at this point, maybe my boys are coming up in a Cyan XB, like the boxy one.
Mhm.
And it's like, hey, go see the nice lady in the trailer, get dressed. And I'm like telling them, like, and the owner's not, you don't need to know about the owner. If there's something that you like, make sure no one sees that you take it, but you can get it.
You see, like, as you're like instructing this, like an argument start to break out between members of a company wearing like jumpsuits with like a donk embroidered on the shirt. And they're arguing with some members of your security group. And they're like, listen, dude, we've been contracted here for every party. So I'm pretty sure there's a mistake on your end, not on our end. You see him like be like, no,
Whoa.
you guys are you're not supposed to be here. We're running security for the event. We've already like been
I
paid.
I come up and I'm like, you with the fingers and stuff pointing all out. You're coming out us with one hand. I can snap that finger out real quick. I'm just saying, don't point your finger at me if you want to lose it. I don't think you know how to do your job. We got the contract tonight. You see that contract? You can rip that up real quick, okay? We got this contract tonight. Y'all need to step off, okay? You're on our premises now.
Give me your wits with your let's do leadership. I was gonna go intimidation, but I'll say leadership in this case because you're kind of taking up the mantle of the boss man here.
Can I
Like,
watch?
very much one of those where it's like, my boss says I gotta be here. Your boss says he doesn't gotta be here. I'm just trying to get paid tonight.
Some diaper bag downtown.
I'd like to watch from an annoying but not helpful distance. Just like, oh, what's the Bruja gonna do?
A 9, a 5, and a 7.
That's enough. He kind of like after you talk about breaking his finger, he very carefully puts his finger down and he's like, understood, sir. We'll be on our way. There must have been a mix-up with accounting.
Yeah, and while you're at it, take that dumb radio cord around your neck and leave it out. Someone could just grab you by that and yank you around. You're an amateur, okay? You're an amateur. Get out of here.
Yeah. And you see him like kind of touch his neck kind of awkwardly as he like walks back into his van. He's like, come on, boys, we're out. And they load back up into the van and start to back away while your troops kind of get fitted to take their place.
Fantastic. You saved me lots of money. Merci.
Of course.
Did not know you were so capable in this way.
I save you money. I make money. Win-win. We should link up after this. Maybe run security all the time.
Oh, bien sûr. You've all been noted in my records. I guarantee you. Okay. So, showtime. Are the showgirls here yet?
They are, and they're setting up in the dining room. If you look at the map, they're on the first right-hand door when you come into the main foyer. They're setting up on the stage. There's also a band setting up.
Good. Wait.
I'm looking around at the pictures that Lady Maddox has around. The people that she's with in the pictures, are they cool or are they other old people like her? Am I getting the vibe that this party is the exact? It just occurs to me as crybabies in the foyer making this mess of art, and we've got the dancing girls in the band, and it's the butterfly ball. I'm not the most party-like savvy guy. I don't know a lot of rich people, but I'm starting to put together that this may not be the party that's expected by the people that we are going to entertain.
Just push them off base.
Yeah.
That's our job.
Give me a charisma and awareness roll.
Meanwhile, I'm in the foyer and I've surrounded the rat Rowan with tiny thousands of actual Rowans.
So he's just writing the entire plan perfectly on the wall.
I got 5 successes, but once again, I've got a crit on my hunger die.
Okay, interesting. So, as you're
for this very
gazing around-
mundane task, apparently, I'm very upset.
I know. I'm like, how did you
It'd be like that sometimes.
Through line.
I once had a bestial fail for thinking too hard. Like, trust me, it just goes down like that.
So on brand.
So, you look around at these photos and you realize a lot of them are actually of younger people. And with 5, you would even glean that the good madam has a penchant for collecting young, pretty things that suit her fancy and kind of
She is
showing them off like
horrible.
one does
She
with
deserved what
Pokemon
she
cards.
got.
And so,
Oh, no.
as you're looking through these, the different portraits and stuff that are like, some are paintings, some are pictures that are in frames on the walls and stuff. Some of them have been painted over by Crybaby. With your bestial trait,
Portis head kicks in.
you get like you feel a rush of anger as you recognize one of the faces.
What face do I recognize?
It was a girl you used to date
Oh,
from 3 years ago. A nasty breakup, a horrific. You get this and before you even realize what you're doing, you tear the frame off the wall, and it occurs to you that she might be coming here tonight.
Oh no!
Her words echo in your head. And you remember like all of the things she used to say to you. One of them being like, "Well, you have no ambition. You can't blame me for wanting more. Oh my God, take some pride in your appearance. Why do you look perpetually tired all the time? God, I miss how you used to be. You've really let yourself go."
You
like,
just
hear these,
inflicted
like,
aggravated will damage on
That's
me
what
with
I'm
that right
saying.
just I'm like,
You take willpower damage as your head like echoes with these words as you're like looking at the photo. You remember meeting her like in passing after a botched feeding and being taken with her before you kind of discovered some more of her less desirable traits.
She's kindred?
Yes.
This is a Cameron Crowe film.
Yeah, a bloody Cameron Crowe film. So very angry. Also very angry that Crybaby is apparently right in his approach to the party, which is also infuriating in several different ways.
I know my crowd.
Yeah. Okay. That's I'm gonna brood here. I throw the picture down on the ground. I tell Jacques because I respect him. That I'm gonna be back in the fucking study. Excuse me, in the fudging study. I got some stuff to. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be back, and I'm gonna go to the study.
There goes the one.
I'm going to pick up the broken frame. Take a look.
Ron Livingston role.
Yeah. No. That's where we're going. Yeah.
Take a look at the other photos. I'm like, oh, quite the collection she has. Good. I like to make new acquisitions when I can. I wonder who this is.
The photo you hold in your hand is of a woman with caramel skin and lavender hair pulled up into two buns on her head.
Cute.
She looks her age is like hard to determine, but she looks very trendy. She's got hazel eyes and she's like flashing a little smile with a little bit of fang in it. And she has one arm around Rowan, and then leaning on her is Madame Maddox, a striking woman with jet black hair. Kind of looks Elvira.
Is my ex-girlfriend's name Lisbeth? Is that, as I'm going back and seething, is that what I'm seething about?
Yeah. You were hoping it wasn't the one and the same. But now you're realizing you may have dated somebody's niece.
This seems right.
Oh God.
Well, we're often maybe dating somebody's niece.
I am going to. Did the frame break?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the photo out, put toss the frame at a servant. Take care, and I'll fold up the photo and keep it in my pocket. Okay, so I will find myself like a very lavish chair. Set it right in the middle of this display, right into the entryway, I suppose, and I will position myself. I will say champagne with some cranberry juice, s'il te plaît, and assume the regal hosting position.
I've painted the
As you
chair.
sit down.
I love it.
As you sit down and you're brought a glass of champagne, the butler whispers in your ear, Russell. He's like, "Sir, there's a bit
Yes.
of an issue.
What?
Someone left the greenhouse doors open and the butterflies are gone."
What were these butterflies for?
It's the big apex of the evening is when they unleash all these butterflies
Okay.
and
This
they go
does
out
not
like a
sound.
cloud, and it's
This
to represent something. And
Yes,
there's no butterflies in the.
okay. So this is
I did notice someone
a major problem.
had refertilized some of the plants, which was great, but the doors were left open and all the butterflies got out.
Okay. So what do you want me to do about that? This
I overhear this, and I put my hand on the shoulder of the butler, and I go, "Don't worry, they'll get big fish."
Okay. What
I'm
is
sorry,
your
what?
name? I'm sorry, Butler.
Russell. Mr. Russell.
Russell. Oui. So
Troy Russell. You could call me Troy. It's your fancy. Yeah.
no, I would not. Look, you need to take care of this. Yes. This is a big problem. Like you've said, this is the grand apex finale. So you find us some butterflies. Find us some butterflies. You know what? I'll compel him. Find us some butterflies.
Give
Oh
me
no.
a rouse check.
I get hungrier. You know what? It's it's fine.
The
And we'll actually
incompetence
count
is
this
hungry.
as we're gonna count this as a mesmerize instead of a compel, since
Okay,
it's kind of
yeah.
a complex command, yeah. And then
Mhm.
just roll your manipulation. Actually, he's mortal. He says right away, butterflies. Got it.
How many
Just
times have I
snaps
said,
away
"Find
smartly.
us some butterflies"?
In the middle of the night in Seattle, find us some butterflies.
Amazing.
Enoch.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, I'm so close to actually having the ability to summon a horde of butterflies, but I don't have it yet. So close to be like, they got loose. I'm like, they didn't.
We got
though.
something.
So close.
We'll get
However,
thousands of something
we
running
can
here.
we can
What I
staple
am going
wings
to
on
do-
the rats.
what I am going to do is activate Feral Whispers again, and I'm going to summon every crow in the vicinity.
Yes!
So I got 4 successes to have the crows hearken unto me, which would be super metal if you think about it.
Yeah.
To have them head this direction.
There are some crows in Seattle, but not that many. So you summon about a dozen.
Mm-hmm. And I request them to camp out in the greenhouse. Again, I can speak to them. They understand me. I can ask them for things, but they are not necessarily like compelled, like dominate. I could just be like, please hang out in the greenhouse. I'll make sure you get fed. We're doing a thing. It should be
We're
warm
gonna
in there. I feel
unveil
like
the
they would want to.
crows.
Yeah, we're gonna release the crows. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love this group.
Yeah.
Crows, butterflies. It's the same thing,
I
really,
was
if you
this
think about it.
close to being able to summon a cloud of insects. This close.
Mhm.
But no, alas. Yep.
Sneaker pimps kicks in.
First
As
of all,
Sneaker
get out
Pimps
of my
and you
get out of
hear-
my actual playlist, Todd. Stop it. Like, because
You
later
hear,
earlier when you were like Massive Attack was playing. Sorry. Please
No, you're
proceed.
fine. You hear a voice ring out in the hall, and it says, "Oh, how gaudy, contrived, derivative." You
Who?
like, I guess if you're still in the, I guess you're still in the main hall. You see like a woman with like a platinum bob and a very deep cut like sort of satin shirt and high waisted pants come click clacketing in.
She says this, and she's within earshot of me looking at my
Mhm.
art.
Yes.
You got what I was going for.
Oh,
Can-
were you?
You have an
Wait,
eye.
aren't you? I think I know you.
Keep going.
Aren't you that psycho that burns all of his own art? Didn't one of your pieces go at auction for something ludicrous? That was the biggest scam I've ever seen. I remember doing an entire TED talk about how art is a scam because really it's
Right,
whatever value you
right.
assign. But then I thought
You're
it was
getting
so
me.
I thought it was just such BS that you then sold
Exactly.
that art for.
Yes, you're getting it. You're getting it. You're a genius.
You're
And he
a
tags your
fraud.
chest. No, I'm totally a fraud. Yes, that's the point.
As you tag her chest, she's going to roll for a provocation frenzy.
I would just
Good.
like to point. I would like to point out. You can
Mhm.
frenzy on purpose. You can ride the wave. You can let it happen. You can
I
just
feel
go
like she
with
would try to keep her cool. She does not.
Is she
And he's
clearly a
just
vampire?
complimenting her. He's like going, "You're a genius. Your insight into my art
Yeah.
is unbelievable. You get what I'm doing. I'm trying to show them all art is a fraud. Art is a scam, and you are brilliant. I've read everything you've written."
To answer your question, Jacques, you have a bit of a trained eye. Looking at your awareness, yeah, you would be able to tell, like, from how pale her skin is, from her general bearing. Normal people don't act like this unless they're movie stars. She comes in like she owns the place and immediately starts ripping it to shreds. You can't be sure of what clan she is, but you're
Sure.
very sure she's a kindred. She Oh, I feel bad for you, Todd. She strikes you across the face, nails like out, for 3 superficial damage with like her full force.
Where do I write that?
You're gonna want to mark it down on your health boxes. They are for you on your, I believe, second page. Let me see here. Is it on your
Yeah,
first page?
yeah. So I've got 2 left.
Mhm. She hits you
And
hard.
Oh, and
So you
he
only
just
mark
starts.
half of the box. So you've got more than 2 left, I promise.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
He just starts laughing and thanking her. It's like, "You're getting it. You're finishing my piece,
And
you're
Is this like-
finishing it.
Is this like Fight
This is
Club
what-
or?
This is what I wanted. That's it. Yeah, that's it." And he furiously turns and starts painting this moment on the wall.
Boys, you want to come over here? We might have a situation real quick.
Oh
in the
la
main-
la.
And then he turns back and he says, "Hit me again."
Roll your charisma with your craft.
Madam, welcome.
I mean, I'm
to
not
the
here to.
soiree.
I'm not here to kink shame anybody, but that's an unusual. Is it? Everybody agrees with me. That's new, right?
I mean,
Hello.
So
Where is
I critted.
Maddox?
I critted. I got 2 successes and a 9 in my on my blood dice.
Okay. So it's not a bestial
Yeah.
crit. So yeah, as you do this, you manage to convince her that like this is
You're part
is
of
a-
it. You're part of it.
I think I get it. I think I
Yeah,
do
you
get
do.
it.
Yeah, you do.
Rich people are the worst.
Oui. Oui.
Yeah,
Okay.
think about it. And then I point to the representation of her on the wall that I've already done.
And the madam, she's being eaten like we all are from the inside.
Yes, consumed
feel-
by by the things she's made.
Yes, as we all are,
Yes,
really,
as we
in
all
truth.
are. Really true.
Who is this divine being? And she like points
Who
to
is
Jacques.
it?
Why is he not presented in this piece with a snake body? I must know everything about
He
you.
is the piece. He is the piece.
Like I see that he has like his normal head, but it's on the body of a snake, and I have to ask, what is the thought process behind that? And
Ask him, and I point. I
You
point
know,
right at
Tina.
Jacques.
everything about you.
You know, they call me Le Grand. And
and I'm gonna be like, boys, it's fine. You could stand up, but when you bring like three like floodlights from the garage. Yeah. Set them up right next to Juggies in the art. One on Juggies, one on the art. Okay, just set it up.
This party has changed vibes dramatically, but it sells it. The combination of the lights, the performance, Crybaby being Crybaby, she's just like,
Cruder Dorfmeister blaring through the halls.
I had thought these events were tired and played out, and the madam's desperate attempt to somehow remain relevant with those of us in society who are moving up. But this changes everything. This is unlike anything she's ever done before.
This is the part.
Well, she called on the right artistic influence, can we say? Madam is otherwise engaged tonight, so she said we could take care
Her-
of take
her
some
absence.
artistic liberties.
Her absence is part of it.
Yes.
Jacques,
Can
roll
I-
your manipulation
Mm.
with your performance and add a bonus die for Crybaby's description of art. I feel like I'm slowly killing David. David's willpower is gone.
I'm in the study. I've put my headphones in and I'm soothing myself with some spin doctors because this is
Yeah.
it's a mix of spin doctors and like bare naked ladies that I'm just like I'm regulating myself.
Mhm. As you're
It's,
doing this, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Like as you're like, the music is thumping in your ears. You feel like a hand on your
Thumping.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 non-blondes.
If you look up, you see like someone dressed in like waiter garb standing over
Okay.
you. And he
Okay.
says, I was made to believe you're a doctor. Did I hear correctly?
I tap my music off. Yeah. Yes. Is something wrong?
We've had an issue with the catering.
Okay. Let's I ruffle because I had left it here in the study, my like nylon duffel bag. I grab it. Show me what's wrong.
As he takes you down the hall, Josephine, what did you roll?
Critical success with 6.
Oh, very nice. So the woman like looks at you and she's like, wow, well, I get it. Her absence really is required to truly drive home. If she was here, that would be gauche. It would be gaudy. It would be so egocentric.
Hat in a hat.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Would you
I'm
like
Maria.
to? Oh, Maria, and I will kiss her hand.
Now you're kissing it, I tag it.
Enchanté.
Tag it.
Would you like?
She feels like Vogue
to,
now. She feels like she's a part of the party. You see her like
Yes.
suddenly she stands like this all of a sudden with like beautifully manicured
She's
nails.
Alexis Rose.
Mhm.
If you continue on to the room to our left, there's some more entertainment awaiting you, and I hope that you explore all that you would like to this evening. And perhaps I will find you a little bit later.
I would be delighted. And she like slinks away, high heels clacking on the marble. Meanwhile, away from the sort of like you can hear the sound through the wall. Jack, you find yourself in the kitchen where they've gathered from what you can see on the scene and what the butler has, or not the butler, the waiter has informed you. Madame Maddox actually has some willing blood donors that she pays very well to come to these
Okay.
things, drink excessively, and takes a little off the top and gives it to her guests. One of the men is on the floor.
Immediately to him, I as I'm leaning down, I ask the waiter who got me if he knows what happened.
He's like, I don't know. I looked away for 1 minute because we're down one of our number, and then we looked back and he was on the floor. there's supposed to be 6. Now we've got 5, and now we've got 4. And maybe I should go tell the madam and let her know that we might be a little short on drinks tonight. See if she can get us some more.
No. Just stay here with me for a second. I'm gonna need your help. Don't tell the madam yet. Let's find out what's happening first, so that we don't alarm anybody unnecessarily. I want to examine him. Try to figure out what's wrong.
All right.
Just stay. No, seriously, stay. And I just kind of grab his hand and pull him down. We're just here. Hold on. And so stethoscope out. Checking the body. What's going on here?
Give me a wits and emergency medicine roll.
Alrighty. Emergency medicine is my specialty. And some wits and some, hunger dice in the mix there. Alrighty. That is a ridiculously small number of successes for this moment where all these dice are being rolled. 2 successes. One of them is a hunger die, but no crits.
You could spend willpower, remember, and re-roll up to 3 of your black dice if you so choose.
Good call. I'm going to spend that willpower and do 3 more. So, and only 1 more success. So that's 3 successes.
Okay. With 3 successes, looking at this man, he's having an allergic reaction.
Oh, I have an EpiPen in my bag because that's part of what I stopped by the hospital for. So EpiPen comes out, and because I'm not a doctor, I'm going to assume that Jack knows where to jam that thing. But wherever it's supposed to go, that's where Jack will jam it, and aid in his allergic reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll anything for medicine for that, or?
No. I think with 3, this is pretty like surface level.
Sure. Gotcha.
You're able to stabilize him, but he doesn't look like he's in any state to give any type of blood.
Sure. Well, good. So great. I explained to the whoever's standing around looking, including the waiter, everything's great. He's going to be okay. I don't think it's a good idea, given the circumstances, that he is donating any of his blood tonight. So we are down to, how many did you say? How many are we down to?
4.
4. 4 is okay. 6 normally, 4 now. We've got some other things going on here that we don't normally have,
These
right?
people drink like fishes. They come here and just gorge themselves.
Sure. Look, how about this? We will, the 4 that we've got, we're going to, are they here in the room as well, the other 4?
Mm-hmm. You see them like casually drinking. It's like such a weird sight, honestly. It's like almost jarring for you. People casually drinking in anticipation of donating their blood.
I'm not usually called to this scene until later, when somebody has messily killed a person or almost killed a person.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing the beginnings of it, I can put together what's going to be going on tonight. And I say yes, and 4 is probably not enough to slake their thirst. I understand. I'll go talk to the madam, and we'll see if we can find somebody else. Between my conversation with her and our friend Jacques, who's the very elegant person outside, we can certainly find some more. Don't worry yourself about it, is the important thing here. But find your friend here, find him a nice place to rest out of the way, so he's not taken advantage of. Yeah?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I'm gonna try to use my sort of leadership skills to manage the situation.
Yeah. He listens because he's a human.
Okay.
And they typically do that when kindred with pools as big as yours tell them to do something. But I am going to have you make a wits and awareness roll.
Oh, okay. Wits and awareness. Okay. 3 successes, but one of them is from a crit from my hunger die again. I'm just too hungry. Too hungry.
Okay. You smell vitae. Like you smell blood, I should say.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say vitae because that makes people think kindred vitae. You smell blood.
Yeah.
On the air. It's thick.
Yeah.
It's heavily coming from the cellar where they store, is it called the scullery, like on your left? You just smell it. So like through the door you can smell all this blood on the other side, almost as if it's flowing openly.
Excuse me for a moment. You've got. I say to the waiter, you've got him. You can find him someplace to lie down and recover. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll put
You
him
got it?
down in the library. Yeah.
Perfect. The library's perfect. Excuse me for a moment. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to walk over to the larder door or whatever, the scullery door. And is it locked?
No. It's a swing door.
Okay, I'm just going to push through into the next room then and see what's beyond there. What's going down?
As you push through into the next room, you're met like with the form of someone hunched over another being, and you hear like a greedy slurping. And as the light kind of comes in through the door, you see two hazel eyes and lavender hair kind of kind of over this creature like a beast. They dart up at you, and then with one hand, she just goes, well. I didn't think I'd see you at one of these shindigs.
Elizabeth, you don't see me. I look at the person she's feeding on. Do they look okay? I mean, relatively.
They don't. they won't die.
Oh yeah.
But for you also interrupted her.
Yeah. I
Who did
crouched
you
down
murder
next to
to get those
Elizabeth.
clothes?
I didn't murder anybody. I can't say that there's not been any murders recently, but I didn't murder anybody. Please just, and I put my hand gently on her shoulder. I'm not pushing her away, but please just, you've had enough. And I, move her a little bit back from the person.
I had enough. What are you cutting me off? Are you the bouncer here? What authority do you have to tell me that I'm?
I am here.
Who are you with your stolen clothes?
To preserve the life. Look, I didn't steal anything, and you know that would never be what I would do. I am here at the request of the madam to make sure that that there's nothing that has to be cleaned up afterwards. She's sick of having to clean up after these things, so I'm here to make sure that nobody gets carried away tonight. So please, again, you've had enough, and I'm going to put my arms around the poor person that's currently in her grasp and just pull that person toward me, kind of push her away a little bit. Does she go?
Let's see. She moves an inch, but she also says, "You're full of shit."
I say,
you don't even know her,
the
do
truth.
you? Oh my God, you're not over me. You just thought you'd come here and try to.
The truth of the matter is, about 3 years ago, the amount of shit that I was full of decreased dramatically.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
God, you just think people would just get. You can't be here.
Well, I am here.
Finds out
you can decide whether or not.
Gonna just freak out.
Your aunt specifically invited me to be here. She's actually not here tonight. But she has us here to take care of things. She's indisposed.
She's not here
and if you want to step back, I'm going to quick examine, make sure this person isn't damaged beyond belief. And I'm going to try to busy myself in examining the person that she was drinking from to make sure that they are going to be okay, ultimately.
As you do, she just says, "Knock yourself out," and like pushes the swing door open and walks out. Crybaby, as you're manipulating the different songs, you actually hear her burst out of the kitchen door and come out. She's got like a little splatter of blood. Actually, Jacques, you would see this too, as well. You're also in the foyer on her mouth and on her collar. She's wearing like a very like floral ruffly high neck blouse, and her hair is like still pulled up into the two buns. And she's wearing dark red lipstick. She kind of comes walking snappily out, and you see her like snap at Russell, and she's like, "Where's my aunt?" And you notice she gives him like a weird look. She's like, "Why are you holding? Are those dead butterflies?" And now you see the butler has gotten like a bunch of butterflies that have been pinned to like in frames, and he's like, "Will these do? Oh, Madam Lisbeth, welcome. Sir, he says to you, Jacques, like, this is the best I could find. We brought them over from the Anthropological Museum.
Yes, okay. Well, this is not what we meant, but we'll take care of that later. Why don't you give us some space, Russell? Fly away now.
All right, should I display these in the greenhouse then? Or it might
no,
tie in with all of this.
Yeah, yes, Russell. Yes, go do that. Yes.
You see him like walk off with like a radio flyer-esque cart full of like these specimens of butterflies that have been pinned to a board. It's the best he could do on short notice when you asked him to get butterflies.
It's fine. But I want to turn to Lisbeth. Say, and this radiating beauty, you must be who Madame Maddox told me about. She told me to take extra special care of her favorite. How do you do? I am Jacques Legrand. And I'll kiss the hand.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma and persuasion roll. I'm not very insightful.
3.
Very full of myself.
3
That beats my
successes.
2.
Okay.
So she like is a bit like taken with you right out of the gate, and she's like, my aunt sure knows how to collect them, I guess.
Yes, she does. Could I see you've helped yourself tonight.
I like to pregame. These things are such a bore. I always sneak into the back and get a little something, before we start.
Yes,
Not gonna lie, a little tipsy. You would be too. I saw my ex back there. That's why I'm trying to find my aunt.
Your ex? Oh,
It's obsessed
what
with
an
me.
awkward.
Literally obsessed with me.
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
his name?
Jack. He's like a total nobody. You probably won't know him.
No. Yeah, I don't know. No, I would not. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. Please, I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be taken care of. What is it that you need tonight?
Well, I guess I'd sorry, I'm just like a little taken aback. It's like a roller coaster of emotion.
Yes, well, that is what it's like.
First, I see that schlubby guy in the cellar.
Ugh.
He's trying to tell me my aunt's not here and that she invited him, which why would she? But you make sense. You were like, how have I never seen you at one of these before?
Oh, I have a very busy schedule, as you might imagine. So, but I had to make some time because she had to run off to something important, and it was a favor. She wanted me to host the party in her absence. So, who am I to say no? I love hosting.
Was it your idea to do all this? And she kind of like looks around the room, her eyes like resting on the scene of diablerie of her aunt.
Look, artists, I like to give them their creative freedom. Would you like to meet the artist in question?
Sure.
Crybaby?
I would like to have him whipped for his insolence, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure he would let you whip him.
So am I standing where with the other the socialite vampire? And
no, I think she had been ushered into the next room.
Oh, wait, who?
Okay, and what I might would I know Jack's relationship to Elspeth or to Elizabeth?
Yes.
Okay.
Death by 1,000.
And what was the name? What was the name of the rich one that left?
Maria.
Thank you.
And when Crybaby was in, I was Crybaby.
Hey.
You'd let her whip you, yes?
Whip me the first.
And then she like kind of her eyes like kind of rest on you. She's like, "Don't I know you from somewhere?"
You probably know my work.
Yes.
Speaking
Very
of your
sought
work,
after.
is this really tasteful? And she like points at the Diablerie photo.
You tell me.
No, it's gruesome.
Yeah, you're getting it.
God damn it.
Getting what?
How gruesome
Were you
it is.
commissioned to do this, and this is what
Okay,
you chose to do?
sure.
Why is Rowan a rat?
Why isn't he?
But the
Rat, squirming his way into things, trying to get, your
It's ironic.
attention.
you're moronic.
Oh, you're so funny. You took the end of my word and put it onto another word. Get out my face. You don't get it. Maria!
As you scream Maria across the mansion, you see the after a few minutes pass, and like Lisbeth is like kind of taken aback. You see the door open from the there's like gentle music kind of coming out of the ballroom, and in walks Maria with the tagged chest and the tagged hand, smoking a cigarette. Yes,
Maria,
darling.
there's somebody I want you to meet. And I go, where's Jack?
You hear this in the kitchen because it's like right one door on the other side.
So I'm in the kitchen. I've changed my music. I'm listening to Letters to Cleo right now to kind of pump myself back up because that's my I'm gonna tell her off. So I hear Crybaby yell out to me.
Oh, no.
I'm ready to go. Kay Hanley blasting in my ears. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I've come out of the kitchen.
Maxwell, you're standing by the door as you see Jack like pumping himself up to like exit as he like comes out of that kitchen door right next to you. Maxwell, do you do anything?
I'm gonna say, we might have a situation over here. I need about 2 of you to come here. Remember that sad doctor I was telling you about, and that like really hot mess? We all seen her. When Jack, when Russell broke his leg the other day, and we saw her. Yeah, that's the whole thing. We need like 2 of you over here. The one of you keeps stay at the madam's room because we don't want anyone in there. But this might be a whole thing. 2 of you come over here right now.
You see like some additional security appear at the door. Jack, you come bursting out of the kitchen.
Jackie boy! I want to introduce you to somebody. And I take Maria by the arm and I bring her over to Jack in front of Elsbeth. And I go, this is the man that discovered my talent. He knows, he's read every article of yours. He knows what you are. You really need to meet. And then I unhook my arm from Maria's and I walk back over to Jacques. You were saying something, Elsbeth?
Yes, I was.
I go to
You
Maria and
notice
I say
she's
very loudly.
distracted as you're talking to her. She's she keeps pausing. She doesn't know whether she's like angry or surprised or sad. As like she's wants to go back into laying into you, but then her eyes keep darting over your shoulder to the scene that's unfolding just off camera.
Can I try and sweep her out of this situation and sort of to the next room if I can? But I say, Lisbeth, how would you like to upgrade from Jack to Jacques? And I would try to take her to the next room, out of whatever is happening, and the painting.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma roll with I guess this would be persuasion.
Okay. Oh. Oh, three?
Do you want to use a willpower?
I will. Yes, I'll use a willpower.
It's okay. There's no point in banking them. We have like 10 more minutes left in the game.
4.
With 4, she goes with you. She leans into you heavily. A little inebriated, and she's like, "I would love that." And
I pause telling Maria that I'm a doctor, but also very interesting in other ways. And I turn around and I say, congratulations, Lisbeth, the last vampire in Seattle that you haven't already banged. And I turn back to Maria. Sorry about that.
And I say it for
A little
comms. I'm like, that doctor real sad. And I was like, whoa, it's French Mysterio girl. Like, so my other boys hear it on the comm.
You hear next to you, Enoch, one of the guards is like, "Yeah, no, that doctor does seem really sad. You see that posture? Only sad people have that posture." And then you hear like another like, and he's like, he's doing what? Interesting. So the butler, he's trying to. And you see him switch channels and come back, kind of. And you're standing next to him, Enoch, so you can hear this as well. He like switches channels and sends a message back to you, Maxwell, and he's like, yeah, apparently the butler's trying to clear some type of crow infestation out of the greenhouse.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll go look in on that.
Don't worry about it. You want me to go with you? You got it.
No, those they're on my guest list.
Okay, I need to keep eyes here. There's drama everywhere, and when drama is, there's destruction at the same time. I need to be ground zero,
No, it makes total sense. Keep a lid on things. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, he's sad now, but I think he might be about to get a little bit of his medicine. You know what I mean? You see that?
I see.
Yeah, and then I head towards the greenhouse.
The French medicine be hitting different,
Ooh la la, je ne sais quoi, yeah.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Oh my god, this group breaks me too much. You managed to like whisk Lisbeth away to a side room where you are alone together. In the interim, how are y'all doing in the atrium? Mostly Jack.
I'm talking to Maria, trying to hold her attention, but there's nothing in this conversation, on the walls in this hallway, in the music around me, that I am good at in this moment. So I'm going to try to keep her attention a little bit. I'm distracted by Lisbeth. I'm a little hungry, and so, but I'm going to try to charm her anyway to make me feel like, this Lisbeth. It's fine. Everything's fine. She's gonna like me, and if she likes me, everything will be fine.
Give me a charisma and persuasion roll.
Yeah, this is not going to go well. Well, I got 1 crit, so 2, but that was another one of my hunger dice. So 1 crit, but a hunger die.
Another crit. You got another bestial?
Another bestial crit, yeah.
You have to go in that room. You have to break this up. You got to do it.
I
right now, all you can think of is just...
You seem very fascinating. I've got unfinished business. I would love to come back and spend some more time with you, but I have unfinished business. And I turn and I head back in the direction I saw Jacques and Lisbeth go.
As he passes me, I'm like, I set you up. What are you doing?
I give Crybaby just a shove into the wall as I go past him. Just
I feel like
you just see Maria kind of lean over to Crybaby, and she's like, "You're more my type anyway."
Oh,
excellent.
Could you imagine if I brought you to a high society party? It would be the talk.
I would love that. Do you want to help me? And I hand her a can of kerosene.
Jesus.
I have never done anything like this before. This is the.
Let's do it. You and me.
I'm utterly terrified of fire, but I find you fascinating. So
Let's do this.
as you hand her the can of kerosene and the door to the study bursts open, shock. It's like kicked into splinters
Okay.
by Jack.
I feel like it's right as I have Lisbeth close and like I'm dancing sort of, and right as I'm like,
Go grab the doctor, grab everything that's expensive in this house. We gotta go now.
the door breaks open and I'm like, I like back away slowly from Lisbeth. Jack.
And I say,
Hello?
I will show you ambition, and I flip over the big desk broken out the window. How's that for ambition for
Outside.
you?
Enoch, you see the butler running across the lawn, trying to bat off and hit crows with a broom. You see a desk fly out and go rolling several feet in front of you since you're outside. You see some of the guards that were posted around like start leaving, grabbing various things with them. You smell kerosene vaguely on the air. And then one of your rats comes scurrying up to you to let you know something has gone wrong. And that will be where we close tonight's Chronicle. Thank you so much for joining me in the chaos of the craziest dinner party ever thrown. Knives out with vampires, really, if we think about it.
Elizabeth was the only one who got to eat.
Yeah,
I know.
It's
I
true.
was so close.
I was
At
just
this dinner party.
I just want you to know I checked in during the break because I was absolutely about to roll up Rowan, and I'm like, would that be bad if I ate Rowan? And she's like, they might feel bad, and I literally sent back the like, I'll let him live.
This close to eating Lisbeth. I'm right there with you.
She deserves it. She deserves it.
Let's go around and get some shout outs. B Dave, take it away.
B. Dave Walters, I say words about things. You can find me wherever fine streaming content can be located, up to and including this very channel in about an hour playing D&D. Yep.
Fantastic. Josephine.
Hi, I'm Josephine McAdam, actor, streamer. Jasmine and I have a new D&D show starting next week on Tuesdays on twitch.tv/thatbronzegirl at 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's Shakar. It's going to be so much fun. We've got Gabriel Hicks, Xander Jeanneret, myself, and Lord Balvin as players.
Mm-hmm.
We're very excited.
It's going to be amazing. David.
I'm David Nett, writer and an actor, and I own a gym in Los Angeles called Hero's Journey Fitness that might be able to open soon because we're in that place. We're in Burbank. You can find me at David Nett on Twitter and Instagram. Also, Hero's Journey LA. Follow us. It is a safe place for nerds to get strong and healthy. So watch for us opening soon.
I've been there before, and it's fabulous, and I think you'll love it there. So give it a try.
Thanks, Jasmine.
Michael.
Hi, yeah, I'm Michael Sinclair II. I go by Michael Crits everywhere. You can catch me on Twitch at my own thing, Michael Crits. And then I am in Fate Forge Academy podcast. There's new episodes that drop every Friday, which is a D&D high fantasy school podcast. And then a week from now, the 20th, Let's Get Wildmount with Critical Bard and Kelly the Opera Geek and Gil and Nick and Mike. And it's going to be an awesome Wildmount campaign, so check that out. Follow my Twitter to know everything else that's going on. There's a lot I barely know with so much going on.
Fabulous. Todd.
I am at Todd Stashwick on the Twitters, at T Stashwick on the Instagrams. You can watch 12 Monkeys on Hulu. And if you're in the mood for some retro, cool, nerdy gear and clothes, I got a shop online called thenerdcircus.com where you can find all sorts of fun assorted dice and dice boxes, as well as shirts and Mai Tai glasses and fun things like that. That's me.
Awesome.
Can I throw in, I forgot, a vampire related. If you enjoyed this vampire game, we have a charity vampire game happening on this coming Wednesday. A story told by Alexander Ward with Mika Burton, Ify Noaroe, Liz Adams, myself, and Joey Rasul playing, and it's all benefiting the Nomi Network, so that should be fun. And that's on twitch.tv/AlexWard777.
I also
Yes.
forgot
Fae
about
Fest.
Fae Fest tomorrow, which is Fae Forge Academy thing, and we're going to be doing charity for Black Girls Code. So that's tomorrow at. I'll be in the game at 1600 tomorrow, so check that out as well.
Nice.
Sweet. And thank you for putting up with my crazy story. Thank you to my wonderful players for
So much
showing
fun,
up.
Jasmine. Thank you.
And thank you
So
to the
much fun.
audience
It was
for
good.
coming and hanging
Thanks
out.
for putting up with us.
Yeah.
No, this
Yay,
game
it
went
was
off
so
the rails
good.
so quickly. And but that's like in the best way possible. I just wish we had 3 more episodes. You can find me online at that bronze girl. My name's Jasmine, and yeah, I have
Do it
a new
over there.
D&D.
Let's finish the story over at the Bronze Girl on Twitch.
Sure, I'm down. And yeah.
Yeah.
I have a new D&D 5th edition game premiering this Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I've created a very unique world for my players to traipse around in, and I hope you'll join us. Thank you so much for joining us for this chronicle. Have a wonderful night. Don't bite, or do.